Radiant team's turn to pick. Dire team's turn to pick.
Ancient apparition.
A Spearbreaker opening and a Sand King first pick. That's unusual.
Yep.
Oh, we've seen some. Na'Vi did it actually yesterday.
They
Sand King first.
sucked with that.
It was
King,
terrible. Yeah, it was like Blizzy's worst game.
Yeah, he had like a 20-minute blink
but
dagger.
Flytomoon obviously think they can do it better. So
yeah,
we'll see.
For people curious about Vega, by the way,
10
they are
seconds
playing right
remaining.
now against Windstrike. Or right now they're playing soon against
Dire team's
Windstrike.
turn to
And
ban.
Nomad will be tapping that on another BTS channel. You can watch it in squad mode as well. If you want to watch all the things.
Dark Willow and Sand King from Flytomoon. That's an old school combination. Pretty interesting, yeah. These heroes we don't see a whole lot in the current meta.
Is it a good combination?
But it's alright. Like you have the Brambles and the Sand King on the lane. It's alright. It
10
can
seconds remaining.
definitely take down an ancient apparition. Let's say if he's the position 5 on
5
that lane,
seconds
he can
remaining.
suffer a lot.
Especially the build we see from Sand Kings where it's more you're leveling up the Sandstorm with the 1-point bar strike. You have the extra disable with Brambles to get the Sandstorm damage in.
You don't even need a passive on Sand King on that lane. You just you max out the Sandstorm and the stun, and with the Bramble Maze you can take down almost like any support. I'm interested in seeing which position this Spirit Breaker is going to be played in. Is he going to be your offlane Blizzy's Spirit Breaker or position 4 with position 5 Ancient? That's like it's not going to be the Spirit Breaker that we usually see, and that's position 5, right? Because there's already Ancient,
5
so
seconds remaining.
this Bara
Unless
might be
Ancient Apparition is mid.
unless
Very
yeah, but that's usually picked versus Morph, and only in that situation. You don't really pick it mid for no reason, just to have Ancient mid. You don't want that.
By the way, JJ, does my mic still sound good?
Oh.
Making
The
sure.
Dire team
Now
ban.
I'm thinking, like if they ban out the Oracle in.
Yeah, I was thinking if they ban out the Oracle, I don't know what the rest of you're thinking, Lizard. Alright, we're good.
If they ban out the Oracle, Darkseer is also an option for Na'Vi, and then you have Vacuum, you have Ancient Apparition ulti, you have Darkseer plus Bara. That's pretty alright.
I really hope someone will not ban
Actually,
out techies
Darkseer
at
is
some
banned,
point.
so
10
never
seconds
mind.
remaining.
Yeah, when's the Na'Vi techies?
When are we gonna see it?
Oh.
5
It
seconds
seems like
remaining.
literally every team will ban it first.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe, yeah.
So far, every game we've seen from Na'Vi has been first phase banned techies. And I don't think, like, we saw their first game. It was already
Radiant
banned
team
then, so it
ban.
must have been something they've been doing in scrims.
Yeah, they played techies for quite a long time now already. Yeah, they played techies a lot.
That's it.
Zayat's, he plays it in pubs as well, which is great. Love to play versus techies in my pub. Amazing feeling.
At least you're not the carry player that's being,
10
suicide
seconds remaining.
dropped on. You don't really play carry, do you, Liz?
Yeah, sometimes
Oh,
I
you
do.
Oh, okay, then maybe
And
you
that's
do
Five
it.
even
seconds
better, you're
remaining.
trying to last it, but every time you go for a last it, you're asking yourself, is this it?
Yeah. Is this the end?
Is this the end?
Yeah.
So the Ember
Radiant
banned out
team's turn to
and the
pick.
Storm Spirit. See, like I'm surprised, like TA got nerfed quite hard and suddenly we don't see her a lot. And they go with the Raid King. Raid King plus Ancient Apparition is pretty strong.
Yeah,
you have the
that's a good
stun, you
combo.
have the cold feet afterwards.
What's up, JJ?
What's wrong?
Oh, I have one here. Is it the audio jack normal? The 3.5? Yeah, we got one here. I removed it from my car and it's in the cupboard. That
in
means
the
the stream
cupboard.
can see you too.
JJ,
It's
stream.
in that white cupboard over there. That one under the television.
Hi, JJ.
Hello,
JJ,
JJ. No,
another
the one on the side.
JJ,
The one on the left.
you dummy.
The one on the left.
That one, the big one.
And then on the first.
Quick, JJ, you
Okay,
missed the
maybe
kill.
it is the one that you opened first. It's the one you opened first.
JJ.
JJ.
Yeah, it's right there. It's the one on top. No, it's hanging. Those two things. Yeah, that one. You want that? Oh,
Yo.
I asked you if 3.5 was fine. Oh, but maybe there's one over there. I have a little speaker that goes into.
Chan.
Chen,
Ooh.
Oh, look, it's Sven. I'm never letting this go.
Pango. Haven't seen much Pango at
No,
all.
I haven't
Yep.
seen a single
The
panga.
names are very similar.
They are. I even did the same mistake
I know, multiple times.
multiple times. Yeah.
Alright, we got Pango off lane. Would imagine.
Probably, but has been running the mid in the past as well, but would make sense it's offlane. Not like a strong lane, the Spirit Breaker Pango, but they'll
trying to get something grouping up down. So this poor little void is showing there is an aura behind him, but the Vantage is ready.
Waiting behind, ready to jump. Question is, can they actually take down Zetrax?
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Like, they're not going to be able to do it by the time everybody TP's over here on the shrine as well. You know, it's just a free ride back. Also, what's with this blade mail pickup? Because this is a super late blade mail, and he was just like, yeah, you know, blink, radiance, Midas, and then into the blade mail.
Blade Mail's one of those items that's really good against these fast cannon. Where
Yeah, true.
it basically stops him from wanting to go on you. But if you're the race team, it means you can just blink in and do like whatever you want. Sniper can't really hit you.
By Astral. This is a good spell for Rubik. I feel like it's okay. I guess any mobility is like an okay spell.
It's really nice as well in terms of initiation. Time walk in and then follow.
Okay, so you're a big Rubik player, but what would you rate it out of 10? Well, no, let's give it a tier like A, B, C, D, E, F.
Oh, it's
S.
like a
Dire's
B
middle
to C.
tower isn't going to last
B to
long.
C. No, come on, give me a
You're going all
solid
the way
number.
from
I
A
don't like
You go all the way from A to F, I think it's
a C. Okay, all right. It's pretty good, you know, above standard, barely.
not that good this game though, considering they have cores with blink.
Well, does that make it that much worse, or does it just give you the ability to chase further? Because I mean, that's what the Wraith King's been doing. He's been running people down.
Radiant's top tower is
With the
under
cooldown on that as well, it gives you much better chase potential than a blink can give you in terms of runaway. You know, the runaway to chase is kind of tipped in your favor.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Great. So much damage. Towers, no.
Yeah, I experienced this the other day. I was playing against the Wraith King, and like the skeletons just kept chasing me around the map, and I was like, what's these guys' problems? And they're just smacking me up.
Deserves just as much help as
It's really
bottom.
annoying when that happens and you're not on a hero that's playing wave clear. So like,
Yeah.
you're trying to attack these skeletons one by one and you just
Dire
die.
just denied their middle tower.
Yeah, I was on Earthshake because I had wave clip, but at the same time, like, I don't want to use that to kill the skeletons. So, and you just end up being like harassed across the map until you can find someone to give it
Radiant's
to.
top tower is under attack.
Are you ready for the skeletons for in iron?
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
I mean, so whenever you're playing Wraith King, unfortunately what you've got to do is you've got to look at the enemy team and you go, are any of them going to build a diffusal blade if they see me pick this other talent? And the answer right now is yes. Void will.
Skeleton spawn.
I guarantee he's not. Damn it! Alright.
This is why.
Yeah, this is good. You know, just giving the analysts some credibility. Much needed credibility.
Yeah, I mean, there's some games where you can just get. It's insane.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Yeah, for Mag, yeah.
What other like physical damage here?
I mean, it's yeah.
What a call. I mean, just the
You
easiest.
guys had it. It's yeah.
And with Magical, TA, if you get that Torn early on or Orchid, great. You can go with Dazzle. Most likely he's going to go with that Dazzle first, but the way he plays, he still rotates around. It's not like he's stuck in the triangle just farming the Ancients. He still does stuff happen. Still does make stuff happen with that Dazzle.
Iceberg has a lot more cheaper Lina set than the one we saw yesterday.
Ah, boo.
Doesn't have the Iron Man.
No, actually, wait. You say that, but isn't that the crimson skirt?
It does have the little crimson color on
dude,
it.
I think that's the crimson one. Check it out, dude. JJ, we've got to inspect this. Is that like the normal, or is that the crimson of the god? I think that's the crimson.
But is the crimson
worth more
alone worth more than the other two items?
Well, you said the other two were like 80 and 60.
Most crimsons are worth like a couple hundred.
I think that's a cheaper crimson one. The Lina crimson is like not one of the best ones.
The Wraith King crimson, which is
that's
super
like god
fancy.
tier. Yeah. Yeah, the Wraith King crimson is like 300 at least.
Yeah.
But check the
There was
Lina
one
crimson.
even rarer than the Wraith King. Second most rare, I think.
What was the best one? Was the Spectre one? The Spectre crimson was pretty popular at the time. Yeah, it's the Wormrot. Remember, crimson Wormrot.
Oh, yeah, Wormrot.
If you search Wormrot, you should see the different versions. I think that's the crimson one it's got.
Flytomoon yet a win.
They are.
They've not looked that good either.
No, it's really just been on Iceberg to carry them. And I think it's harder for him. Like, we've seen him on his Storms and his Embers. I think on Alina, it's a little harder to sort of just solo carry a team. But we'll see. We'll see what he can do. Only 12 and 8 in last 20. That's not
Lucy was 11 and 9.
The one that...
really? That's not great as well.
I don't think it's the Crimson Witness one.
It's not. Check it out, JJ. Is that not Crimson Witness? Is it just some basic stuff?
Prepare for battle.
No, it's just the basic one.
Yeah, and that's 40 cents.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Dude, I tell you, it looks crimson here. I think you get that one for 40 cents. You know, you
40 cents.
You fooled me. That looked like a crimson piece. Looks nice. I think it looks better. That looks better than the €40 gold one.
Well, that one doesn't come in Crimson Witness.
No, yeah, but it looks like a crimson eye.
Yeah, but it's not.
But it looks.
Man, I'm looking forward to seeing this Arc Dota, this anti-mage actually play Dota.
He's had some tough games.
He had some very difficult.
He has had some very difficult games.
He's got Nova Venom.
He wants to fight.
That's the right build.
That's my boy. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah, he's against the kind of easy lane. Like this Pango Spirit Breaker is not a scary lane.
I think, yeah. I believe in him.
They're not going to be playing together. They're going to be pulling waves, and that's where the
He struggled on Void. He struggled on Ember. What else did he play? Lifestealer, didn't he? He struggled on Lifestealer. That was the game where we were watching his CS against the Sven CS.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see how he does on the anti-mage.
We didn't really watch him that game. We watched the Sven.
No, for for his benefit, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. At the same time, that Void game is the game because of which we're flaming him. But his whole team didn't really...
No, it's been tough for the team.
Yeah, the whole team has been having some rough times.
There's good teams in the CS region,
close
so
getting that bottom bounty rune.
Hard games.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Yeah,
he didn't go for the stun.
Okay, now he gets 3 runes. Flow should be fine here. Is he gonna... Oh,
nice
Sentry.
But he's still dead.
He's still dead.
Still dead.
Still nice dodge.
Dude, I got tip whoever had that sentry prepared. Who was that? Got the AA?
AA.
Yeah, you need to... maybe he didn't even notice the sentry got dropped. But that's really good for him. Why did he devour it?
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
It's not like it's in the lane.
Something bigger, wouldn't you?
No, you save the sentry for the next sentry.
Yeah.
You save it for
Sandstorm. Because now you know where it was, and you're not going to Sandstorm that high up in the lane anyway.
You usually want to Sandstorm around here, and you save the sentry to devour the next.
Oh, he has another sentry.
Yeah. All right, he has to, and he gets some regen from it. That's the silver lining once again. Shiver silver lining.
Middle lane.
Yeah. This lane isn't easy for Wraith King and AA, but they did get a head start with that first blood, so that's kind of alright. Anti-mage, Lina getting really low, but yeah, just some Psyblades, I guess.
They have farm?
Not having the easiest time so far. Only 4 CS.
Oh, he's getting.
Wave was pulled into the big camp. I guess the Spirit Breaker is pulling way behind towers, so this is how AM tried to counterplay it, pulling waves to get the big creep as well.
Tried to connect that creep wave with this, but didn't manage to. He might lose a couple of CSs there behind the tower. Luckily for him, the tower is at least attacking, so they didn't really connect it properly. As the tier 1 on the Radiant top lane was attacking the wave, which means the equilibrium will be in his favor later on anyway. He has this cute +8 armor.
Yeah. Chen?
My patience is rewarded.
He's getting them all.
What's happening on the mid lane? Is Nina in any problem? She's fine. Got charged, but there's not a lot of kill potential between the TA and the Spirit Breaker. But at the same time, it's not easy for...
Okay, she countered
Oh,
for.
there's a charge, but he has LSA. He should be able to stop it.
If you LSA, the TA's can hit you though.
Yeah, but he can still run. Can he? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right.
With Mango, he can even turn this. Oh!
All the time, come on.
Time blades?
I'm surprised
I feel like
Magical wasn't
Magical could
going...
have hit him a bit more. there.
Yeah.
Oh!
If he hit him once earlier, that would have been a kill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even when the first charge happened, he only hit
He
him
sort of backed
once.
off. He could
He
have.
was trying to side blade him. That was
Oh,
Yeah,
we just
yeah,
have
yeah.
him.
Oh.
Orb of
no
Venom?
mana anymore, so not really.
I still got Orb of Venom.
Nah,
though.
he can't die the tower.
Yeah, it's Blink's on cooldown, so yeah, you might get the kill, but you're gonna die to tower.
If he had more mana so that you can burn it, then perhaps, but didn't work.
I am getting that free farm in.
So far, so good.
Yep. Sanking despite dying, just having a easy lane.
Yeah, has the Sandstorm to work with. They didn't really plan that sentry in the best position so far, but there is a charge coming by the Spirit Breaker. This might change a little bit, but they're going to this A.
Oh, he walked right into a root though, so
Doesn't
Neko.
know about the sentry. He needs to get out of range of that sentry.
Man, Slayer might die from
Yeah,
here.
they're gonna get both. Oh, the
Yeah.
root though.
God, that rude.
yeah.
Right as it was expiring.
Stops the charge. They're still
He's
going
still
back.
dead though.
Let me
Yeah.
hear the end of this, will you, Jack?
Navi.
So good. 3-0 in favor of Navi.
All on that lane as well.
How good are our chances with the anti-mage later on for a Flytomoon?
AM, it should be good, theoretically, but
Is he not gonna be online tomorrow?
Yeah, he comes online slowly. It's an AM after all, but he needs at least that Manta, right, to work with. But Iceberg,
from the
that's a
trees.
good charge.
Yeah,
and
good
he's
side
gone.
blade hit as well from Magical.
Yeah, it's a good charge whenever you charge him from his side of the map, because
All the
usually,
tips as well.
yeah, usually you don't react on
Dyer's
time, you
now
don't see him.
fortified their
He charges
structures.
you through the trees.
That's not a tip you go for. You didn't solo kill him. You had a gank. It wasn't the 1v1.
Yeah, but they
It
know
wasn't as
that.
outplayed.
But
Yeah.
Iceberg's the one you want to tilt. Or you feel if you're Iceberg there, you're not tilted. You're
If
just
you're
like, why are
Iceberg-
you tipping me?
Yeah, if you're Iceberg,
Yeah.
you're like, you did not play me. Like,
It's all about the tilt game, man. You saw it in that last match.
True, but you gotta save it. You only get like 3 tips a game, right? You gotta save
Oh,
it
you
for the
see
right
from
time.
this is the
behind.
one you tip him. He TP's in and he
Now
dies.
you tip him again.
Now, okay.
Now again.
Now that's the tip.
Now you can
Now
drop
that's
the
a
team
tip.
to tip.
Now you get Zayat to tip in this one.
So
Yeah.
Neko
Oh.
dies. Oh no,
Yes.
it doesn't. Tip.
Tip him.
That's
No,
the death where he's tilted because he just TP'd in
Now he has to
right
walk
after
all the way
dying and
back.
he's going to do the walk of shame.
Now
He's
you
died
tip him.
twice and there's no tip. Poor tipping game.
Maybe it's still on cooldown. How long's the cooldown on tip? Or is it not that
30
long?
seconds.
Yeah, it's not that long.
Someone else could have tipped him though.
Yeah, Zayat. Yeah.
Why didn't he charge away? Ah, it's fine. Claire too cute.
He's fine, but Ark is also having the time of his life on that lane.
Look at this guy. He
Oh,
36
yeah.
CS.
This
tilted
is-
now.
He's waiting for that tip.
Level 5.
Maybe,
One
lower
knockout.
than
maybe,
a
maybe
creep.
you tip him when he comes back to the lane.
It's TA 6, that's the question. If
TA is like 7 soon, isn't it?
6?
Well, that's
yeah,
okay.
6 and 1/4. Like, if he doesn't have a sentry on this mid lane, he's gonna die to solo TA. Lizzie,
Alright, get some kills in with the AM.
Go to your final reward.
they're really destroying this top lane.
Radiant structures,
Base charge.
there's snow
Getting
fortified.
charged. Does he have any
Radiant's
backup though?
top tower deserves just as
Bad.
much as its
Defend
bottom.
tower kind of thing.
AM's out. Wait,
Oh,
what is it?
Bash.
What?
He TP'd in. He's so.
Maybe Blizzy gets
Oh, he's got
Yeah.
it. Swashbuckle.
Yeah, yeah,
to it.
swashbuckle.
He just needs to hit it.
Oh,
he missed.
not enough damage.
He only hit with like one of them.
Yeah. Charge out.
Bash?
Oh!
No,
Radiant's
he
top
didn't even get
tower
a chance to hit him twice. That's the problem. His attack speed is way too slow.
Still, it's a long walk back to base.
Let's go.
Oh! Oh!
That was a good refraction time.
There's level 6 on Iceberg. Oh,
Nice.
that's a tip. That's a tip.
Tip him back.
Tip him.
Tip.
Iceberg's keeping it cool. He's keeping it cool.
That's a great comeback for him, though. Getting that kill feels good. All right, Flow still. I like this. He's going for the Veil build. Not rushing Blink like Blizzy did yesterday.
No.
Like that was so horrible for them. With Sand King, Veil plus Lina plus the Dark Willow, you actually have a lot of kill potential. With these 4 heroes early on, you can rotate, you can make stuff happen. While Anti-Mage farms. Blizzy is in problems again. He has Swashbuckle, but Arc is following too. So if he's not careful... Yeah, Arc now blinks. Nah, he realized he's too far. Lina can't really lane. Just way too afraid of traps. He does have that sentry on the mid lane, but it doesn't really matter way too much. He's still too careful. There is Baratur versus him. Spirit Breaker can always charge.
Yeah, if he wants to be on the map, he kind of needs to play near the Sand King or someone who's ready to fight.
Oh, there's the double damage. Oh my god, he's not maxing Bulldoze. What? Zayats, man. Come on. Come on, bro.
See if he gets those bashes.
Cold feet, not gonna proc.
Perhaps detection.
No detection.
I think even with it, I don't know if they get that kill.
Just buy a dust, lol.
They've got this. He didn't get the cold feet. Okay, GG.
He's on a killing spree. Doing really well right now.
Nice, goes phase boost.
I love the phase boots, by the way. Basically, you charge in, then you pop the phase boots. Your movement speed is like a million.
Extra bit of a boost.
It's really good. Look at that damage.
You might.
And you can go through them and bash them back with the phase boots towards your team.
Seems good.
Courtesy of JJ, that's his.
JJ's got the next level strats.
Follow the game, JJ.
Denied.
They've got this free farming AM.
Yeah, AM's having.
It is their win
He's got
condition.
the setup for the game.
It's
Yeah,
how
but
they...
the problem is like always in AM games, it's about these other 4 heroes and what they're able to do in the mid game. Unless AM is just crushing and has like 12 minutes Battle Fury, then he comes online so fast it doesn't matter what these scrubs do.
Yep. And I feel like Flytomoon will that bottom. AA will go down, but they took the return kill here on the Sand King, and
they got him, yeah.
Yeah, crystallized all the skeletons.
Chen
He
should
might
be
be
careful too.
Okay.
Oh, does he have ult? He does. Now Baratur should charge through them to stop the second kill.
I didn't think I killed the chat, Oh no, scared, he's scared.
Yeah, he's scared, yeah.
Oh, he wants bounties, yeah, 10 minutes. Up top.
Nice.
Get the kill on Blizzy.
Flytomoon doing pretty well here.
Iceberg.
Now he can kill him.
He can.
Tower isn't going to last
With the
long.
haste
Chase
should
it.
be easy.
kill. Very nice from Mr. Iceberg.
More damage, but won't be enough. I feel like this is what you've got this AM, and you talk about what the other 4 heroes can do. If they want to do something, Lina and Sand King have to play together.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Iceberg was spending a lot of time in the jungle, just like
Recovering. He had a bad start.
It wasn't like the wrong thing to do. It's more like now that he's recovered, he needs to play in this bottom lane with Sand King.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
You can't just try and passively farm while AM's doing the same thing.
But
Oh, what a
pretty
stacks
happy
here.
if you win strat, as I Flytomoon right now.
Flytomoon, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as you said,
you're getting away with this AM lineup. You're not getting pressured too heavily. Obviously, TA and Wraith King, they're pretty big. They're as big as you are. But you got the AM.
you got the AM and
It depends on what, obviously when Crystallize gets his Midas and arm, that that's going to be when he's, you know, he's going to be ready to fight. And obviously, the AM's still not going to be in a great place. He's probably going to have Battle Fury and only a little bit of the Manta. So we'll see what Na'Vi can get done when that armlet's
I think
online.
it's about Blizzy, right? Like they shut him down so hard. They
Blizzy's had a rough game, and
they destroyed him again. And every time Blizzy has a good game, Na'Vi just straight out wins.
Yeah.
But they've crushed him. This Pango is not having a good time at all. So that AM is also because of that, obviously, having such a good farm that he's almost on top of the network.
I guess Radiant fortified their
Before
structures.
Battle Fury.
It looks like Dire fortified their structures. Somebody better help Dire's middle tower.
Crystallize without ultimate. This is a better time than any to kind of group up for these pushes.
Radiant's
No
bottom
ulti,
tower is
also
under
no
attack.
armlet yet.
It's a good attack.
Yeah, they had the Spirit Break ulti even too.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Very close.
Are those cracks in Dire's
I'm laying it, looking to fight, yeah.
Yeah, Blizzy's going to try and go in with the roll there.
Oh, this is a big kill if I can get it.
Good disable. Blizzy's going to be able to get the bounce back. And one more
They
switch
want the
but
Red
the hand
King.
of God though.
Crystallize dying.
Iceberg's still alive. He's going to be able to get another life strike out. They don't kill the Lina. Lina lives. And now with Arg, he's turning up to the fight. Blizzy has no mana. Arg's got a mana void. Stick charge comes out. Let's have the swashbuckle.
This
Did hit.
Disconnect. It did connect, but he's still
beating on
too
Dire's
healthy to
top
die.
tower.
Iceberg. Unable to get the
They played
connection.
that so well, Flytomoon.
Yeah, they played really well. They
keeping
take
that
down
Lina
Crystallize.
alive.
Not much
I
good's
think
happening to
it's
Radiant's bottom
Blizzy
tower.
again that called for that because he ported in and he wanted to go for that Lina. He's the one that winds the Rolling Thunder first up, but he's just so useless. Not even a javelin right now. Level 6 dishes
Dire's
out no
top tower
damage.
is under
So
attack.
he does bring out control, but where's the damage coming from?
Yeah.
Raid King with Midas isn't really going to do it.
Well, the
Nah.
Raid King was even sitting in those trees. I think even he made it pull for because he
maybe,
was sitting in those trees just waiting to kind of backstab them.
Waiting for,
Waiting for someone to TP away and then catch, you know, some like a straggler. But it's
Yeah, sadly,
kill.
just him and Blizzy unable to get that kill. Perhaps with a ulti flying over or something. It just didn't happen though.
No. Shows how brutal these CIS qualifiers are. The team that's 0-4 is currently
The friend
pushing
and
Na'Vi
Na'Vi,
to the
yeah.
limit. Yeah,
Are those cracks in Dire's
there's no easy wins.
Epicenter.
Not connecting.
Yeah.
Iceberg's coming from the side. Bring the air in as
AM,
well.
yeah.
See if they can catch anyone
Got
here
his
with a
Battle
fourth.
Fury coming.
Yeah, 14 minutes in. Not too
Dire's
shabby
middle
at all.
tower
Pretty
isn't
good
going to
timing.
last long.
Not the fastest one we've seen, but pretty good.
Oh, Reef's off the mark. And he's out of there, Zart. Quick getaway. Still looking good on the levels. The push going to come in though. Flytomoon. They've done what they want to do down bottom. They'll move top. Iceberg. Going to find Blizzy in the trees there with that stun. Blizzy will be able to back off with the swashbuckle. Look at that, she. Close. See? Oh. Flow. Can he get out of this? Blizzy. Good angle with the swashbuckle. If he gets Iceberg as well, they're going to charge in. Iceberg, he's already used the light strike. Na'Vi. Look at Lina, look at two, look at both of them.
They're not done.
Look at the army.
They're beating on
And what
Dire's
Crystallize, yeah, he's done his, and he's going to find a setup there. Cold Feet will lock down Slayer. Na'Vi, hitting back hard.
Nice back.
AM is found with Battle Fury as he kind of should be. Like
Great charge, Zayas. Amazing.
This is not the time you should be trying to fight without your
Dire's top
anti-mage.
tower is under attack.
I mean, he only
Dire's
just
fallen.
got in Battle Fury, so his game plan is to farm until he has Yasha and Manta. Once he gets Manta, he will join them. Before that, I don't think he's planning on really fighting. Perhaps jumps in, uses Void, and just gets out. But that's about it.
What's the AM build this game after the Manta, would you say? You go for Bash, yeah?
Go for the Basher or just straight up Skadi. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Skadi this game too.
Make sure that, yeah, you don't get burst.
Dire have fortified their structures.
How's his farming patterns? Let's see.
Watching Arctotes farming again.
Very nice.
As long as he joins the fights eventually, you know.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to his playstyle, giving him an anti-mage is much better than giving him a void.
Yeah, so far it's looking pretty good for him.
Yeah. The guy can farm.
Oh, illusion room.
Yeah.
I mean, very nice. Let's see the micro. Oh, send it to push out bottom. Very nice. Boy, it may even send it to do the camps on the way. Full efficiency.
It's the camps. It's the camps first.
Look at this gold rolling in for the anti-mage.
We have a smoke. They will find Blizzy, but he's not really the target they can take down easily. Now
They're gonna go. Then they go with the charge, the ice blast. They're on top of Iceberg. Iceberg in a lot of trouble. The hand of gold comes out, but Iceberg's already too low. He's going to tick very low towards that threshold of the AI ice blast, so they can chase. Another trap slows there. Iceberg is gone. They find the Chen. They get anything more hard. Tries to turn up for the fight, but the charge is going to come in, chasing him down. Does have a blink. Will be able to separate himself far enough away. Zayas holds back. Float turns to the bow strike. Blizzy in with the swashbuckle. Flytomoon, they've got to be careful though. It's just the three of them. Na'Vi again, outnumber. Take a tower.
Yeah, it's hard to just smoke into them like that, and if you find Blizzy, like you don't have enough control for him.
And a Roshan.
Yeah, Desolator should be completed on Magical, right?
They can do it.
Yeah, with the Dazzle, definitely.
I mean, Flytomoon's definitely gonna. Yeah, it's
all right.
It's a little.
It is risky.
Yeah, they've still got the epicenter.
Might wait for these blink daggers to come out. That's where they get pretty scary. I think Wraith King has one too.
He does, yeah. Crystallizes blink as well.
Yeah, so they could double blink. They can just delete anyone. It's so hard for Lina to play Dota now.
Yeah.
Like,
they
ever see this Lina, they're just gonna instantly blink stun, melt strike, charge. Lina's just paper.
Yeah, it's that matchup of Lina versus TA. On the lane, you can do fine with Lina, but later on, once the TA has blink, you're just constant target for her. And you need that use, you need some mobility as well. Some way of getting away from that TA. Oh, Slayer. He was like, what?
Now they got it.
Yeah, the Skellies and the Dazzle.
They didn't contest. Blink daggers have been picked up by Flo now, so at least he's got the blink.
See him on the trap.
These trap placements giving a lot of information. Iceberg has been found. Another trap's down. Magical.
They can still kill him though, if they want to die.
Oh, for sure. With this charge. Oh, nice dodge. They do come in. Iceberg's really dead. They do get the three-man fear, but Blizzy's just rolling in with the thunder. He's smacked down the three of them. They will turn and take the Aegis out of Magical's hands. But Flo taken out with another strike from Zayas. They've also got the Red Fire Blast down onto Slayer. 3 dead on Flytomoon. Always want to fly, trying to punch back, but Crystallize crits him down as Na'Vi take 4.
At the same time, Anti-Mage is drawing across the map.
He's trying his best to farm, get that Manta done.
Trying his best to farm and to tell his teammates not to fight. Sadly, he's not ready yet. He needs that Manta, like we stated earlier. You really want to wait for that first.
They're beating on Dire's top tower. Dire's top tower is gone.
It would be the big catch for them, and they are heading over Na'Vi. Charge inbound.
He needs a bash.
Wouldn't need that first hit bash, but yeah even then.
Maybe with ult, but then again he needs a couple of bashes.
Yeah.
Now there's a Manta completed on him.
Oh. Just scaring them off the bounty ring there. With a bit of aggression.
I'll take your tribute.
He's online. Right now, it's not perfect, but he's online.
Sure, he can turn up to fights and you know, he's not going to feed.
They can't afford to just keep losing these 4v5 fights.
Always want to fly. Always want to AFK. Sitting there with his jungle boys and crystallizes in and cleans them all up. More money. Keeping the Wraith King on the top of his game. What's Crystallize going for after the blink? Does he go back for like a Radiant, so just keep going with the right click?
I think you go with the right click. He has Armlet, right? Armlet blink, so you just go with the right click. AC is so good with TA. Espara as well. All he needs phases, drums, going for that BKB now.
Yeah, he's causing so many problems.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's very difficult to kill him. Yeah.
He just runs in, walks out, runs back in.
What do you guys want Ark to have before he actually is able to fight?
He's able to fight right
at the
now.
moment with the Manta.
Yeah, but this Kadi will definitely make it easier. The problem is the rest of his team, they fed a little bit too much, I believe so. It's difficult. If you remember how badly the Pango lane, he's still ahead of the SK right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've not been able to do anything with the Blink Dagger Flo picked up.
But they have a blink on Lina.
Oh, there we go, Blink kills.
This is aggressive. Flytomoon. Will it do the job? I mean, it gets the kill, but they blinked him for that. They're going to lose 2.
Yeah.
Slayer, very fortunate to get out, but that was, 2 cores jumping in to kill a position 3. Blizzy is not really the biggest of value at the moment as well. He's not up there. That was a very YOLO play. Blinking in with Yelena.
It's like these movements of theirs aren't really leading to anything like important for them. Even if you get that kill there, you don't take the tower most likely.
It's so high risk with like very low reward.
Exactly, very low reward plays.
You kill this, let's say no one dies, you kill a Pango, you get no towers. It's like what? It's just getting you like 500 gold for your team.
I think they just feel pressured because they lost a couple of team fights without this anti-mage ever joining them. And now when the anti-mage can join them, they aren't really picking the right fights for him. He isn't even close enough to join. It's not only about picking who you attack, but where you fight. If anti-mage cannot commit and connect to you, it's most likely a bad fight. He's your highest farmed hero after all.
Flo's trying to get in position, but there's already a trap down close by.
Not on it yet, it looks like. Yeah, he might walk into it.
Yeah. I think he's on it now.
I think Navi will stay around for this fight though.
Oh yeah.
I
know where he is.
Yep. Always wanna AFK again.
I think Flytomoon is just gonna have to ditch this tower. They're just nothing they can really do. If Lina ever tries to blink in aggressively to follow up and die.
They're charging.
Oh, they saw him with the trap.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Look it out.
Yeah, with as much farm as Ark has, it still just doesn't feel like he's any sort of threat. Like, you look at Iceberg, he's 4k behind, but the Lina's more, Lina's actually going to get kills. Yeah,
and the problem is these 2 cores on Radiant, they're still ahead of AM, and they're fighting all the time and taking objectives. While AM is just AFK farming.
They're coming top for looking for AM maybe. Oh, they're fighting. Well, it's not bounty runes.
Because they want AM to farm that camp.
You could see how Blizzy was moving there, just baiting them. He's literally just baiting them right now. There's going to be a charge.
Perfect bait. Yeah. Absolute fool. Yeah. He's not getting out. So they can catch Mosineko. Getting the ice blast off on mid. His eyes charging across. Here's the backfire. Always want to fly. Anti-mage. Anti-mage, can he get out of there?
Iceberg is the one tipping though.
So they just soloed Lina.
Oh, Blizzy. Just the tip. And he'll do it.
I think A just soloed Lina on the mid lane.
Yeah, he did.
That hurts.
It's looking pretty rough now.
Yeah.
They had the AM. He got good farm.
I mean, even if he does get a scouting, he'll need an BKB now.
It's not even that he's choosing to farm. He wants to fight, but as a team they just can't. So he's like, well, I can't fight, even though I'm ready to. I just keep farming.
It's just the problem of his team, though. It's not his problem. His team picked way too many fights that weren't good for them. They lost 3-4 fights before he's able to fight. That's not how you play with AM. You try to dodge as long as possible. You get these certain pickoffs, and that's it. But they did so many YOLO plays like on that bottom lane. It's also Navi just reading properly what they're doing and optimizing their movements across the map accordingly.
Always do get short shrift.
Hats off to Flytomoon. You know what they're not doing? Rage GG.
Yeah. No rage GG.
This game's rough, but
here we go. The buyback is there, but
they know it's like you've got to do something now.
Hi.
Bottom barracks at
there we go.
That's a buyback.
GG.
It's over. It's done.
And he disconnects.
Yeah, well, after a GG call, it's actually then before a GG call. That does mean that Flytomoon is the first team of the CIS qualifiers that get mathematically eliminated.
Feels bad for them.
Unfortunate.
Trying the best, but there's tough competition in
They're
CIS region. And
0
Na'Vi,
and 5 right now, and Navi is 4
Navi's
and
doing
2.
it. And as you said, we said that only 2 losses were against Vega and Gambit, which have ended up well, obviously just being the strongest teams in the region. So Navi's going to be pretty, they're on track.
Yeah, because with 4 wins, you are already on the top side. There's still some weird tiebreaker scenario, but I think you're already kind of in. You need 5 wins to be mathematically.
Yeah, guaranteed tiebreakers probably.
Yeah.
But likely just in the top 4.
Likely in the top 4. Their opponent left, like they have 1 more series left, and that's against Empire. Empire's
Empire's
doing
good.
Empire's
Yeah.
good.
okay,
Empire's alright, yeah.
Numbers are right, middle of the
Empire
ground,
is
Radiant team's turn to ban. Dire team's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
All right, you ready?
5 seconds remaining.
Hello and welcome back to the TI9 closed qualifiers. This is a CIS region as we are getting into Vegas Squadron versus Windstrike for the second best of one of the day. The first one was, of course, an Amiga versus... Who were they playing now, Mo? They just played... We have memories of Goldfish. We don't remember anything. We don't remember anything. Who was it? It was Team Spirit. Team Spirit, that was it. The Old Guard. And yeah, the Old Guard did indeed form. The Mega managed to take the victory over there. Let's see how we do with New Guard versus Old Guard. Round number 2 is Vegas Squadron, the fresh-faced newbies coming in with pink cheeks and, I don't know, bright eyes, that's it, yeah. Bright, hopeful eyes.
Radiant team ban.
Versus Windstrike, who are the tired, worn veterans who have been smashing their head against a brick wall trying to make their way to the high tiers for a very long time now, and not able to do so. This lineup of Windstrike, who've been changing constantly throughout the year, have finally settled on Non Grata, No Fear, Lil, Kuman, and Silent.
Lil's been playing really well whenever I've been... We were talking of last series about how we were looking
10 seconds
forward
remaining.
They are 4-0. Windstrike,
5
they're
seconds remaining.
2 at the moment. Lay down the law. They beat the top of the table. Vega down. Be a big confidence booster for them. One of 3 games that they've...
Dire team's turn to pick.
banned some that. If they want to. Shadow Demon.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I was gonna say is Sven's been a bit like less prioritized so far.
I feel like it's
Radiant team's turn to pick.
We've been seeing a lot more teams do.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Spirit Vessel.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Shadow Demon.
No idea what Vega.
Oh, apparently GPK has a
10
thing for
seconds
Dasha.
left.
Who knew? Do
Decided?
you reckon it's the same Dasha?
5 seconds remaining.
True, true. Is that a popular name in Russia? Or in the East?
Dire team's
How
turn
many
to
we
pick.
were? It's looking.
That's true, that's true. It's a male and female name there, isn't it, as well?
Dire team ban.
Wraith King.
Pairs up well with the AA. Really want to target the Wraith King. Fire alive again. The right click.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Yeah, one would
Off lane
guess. What happened to full position Wraith King?
My hero's just too good at farming now.
10 seconds
forward
remaining.
anymore.
5 seconds remaining.
You know, it's a start. If you played as a 4, everybody would just,
Dire team's turn to ban.
just wouldn't care.
Interesting that Windstriker is sponsored by Toyota, by the way. That's a fairly big name sponsor. In fact, probably the biggest name sponsor in all of Dota.
Ten seconds remaining.
Can you imagine the skeletons with the
5 seconds remaining.
scary?
Yeah, that would be kind of...
Radiant team ban.
How do you rate Shadow Demon as... Yeah, it's like, well, it
5
can
out of
do
10.
it. Do you want it to do it? Well, not really.
More aggressively though, and just
10 seconds remaining.
the Doom gets like the stomp or the thunderclap.
5 seconds remaining.
Purge is really good at heroes like the red. You know what I miss?
Shadow Demon Mirana. What a combination of heroes that was. Yeah, she's in the bin. Who else is in the bin right now? Queen of Pain.
Radiant team's turn to pick. Dire team's turn to pick.
One of Leo's best hero.
Warlock.
So is it going to be? You would assume. RNG did it. Two of the
10
three.
Yeah.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Gap closing. Take a fight where Warlock's allowed to free.
Radiant
Yeah, for
team's
sure.
turn to pick.
You don't want this hero, like...
Crystal Maiden.
And also, it's not just the Chaotic Offering. It's actually the, what's this slow called? Upheaval. Yeah, that spell can be so good. Like, you don't see it come into play that much because Warlock is often picked up quite early in the draft, and people usually pick up some kind of catch or some kind of blink, something just to get on top of this Warlock anyway. But Upheaval
10
can be a
seconds
really,
remaining.
really insanely good spell.
Trying to play Wraith King now
5
against
seconds
Disruption,
remaining.
Purge on the and then Upheaval. It's not going to be able to get you.
I think it was Kyle that was saying it was like Upheaval is
Dire
Warlock's second
team's
best
turn to
spell.
pick.
Juggernaut.
First is obviously Faithful Bond.
I don't know. I think. Well, I've been seeing a. I mean, we cast a game in the opens.
Oh, Book.
Book
10 seconds remaining.
What a guy.
qualifier. So he's like, selling
Radiant
his
team's
boots
turn to
again.
ban.
Storm Spirit.
And there's the jump for the wall.
Good Doom target, though.
It is if you can doom him. Like your animation on doom. They need like an instant. Storm,
10
especially-
seconds remaining. 5 seconds left. Don't freeze up.
loves his Storm as well.
He does, he does.
Dire team ban.
Are there any other comfort picks you can see coming out?
I'd like to see big. Depends how they want. If you look at Vegas side, they have Doom and so like they're on a timer for fights, like to wait for their big ults to be able to take them. If you're Windstrike at the moment, the only thing you've got is this
10
Wraithing
seconds
ult,
remaining.
40 seconds. So like, do you
5 seconds remaining.
cooldown depend? Fight all the
Dire
time
team's turn to
between
pick.
these big. That's why I think the Slider would have been. Out dark.
Ten seconds remaining.
10 seconds on the clock.
5 seconds remaining.
That could be a good shout, yeah. Yeah, nice BKB penetration for the Juggernaut as well.
But they have like Shadow Demons. Jug's decent against. Just trying to think of offlaners that fight constantly.
Yeah, nice. To combo up with the Storm Spirit gives you a really tanky front line into this Shadow Demon Jug.
But it's super good against the Jug, and it's
Radiant team's turn to
anything.
pick.
Legion
they
Commander.
go Legion.
Legion.
I mean, that makes more.
Okay. Yeah, so you got your magic penetrating. You have yourself a lovely purge,
Choose
which
your
can get rid of
hero.
these, stop these poison stacks. Stacking up too highly, of course. So when you pop them, they still do the damage to you. Then that'll be completely broken. It purges, stops the poison damaging you. It does get rid of them and stop them.
Absolutely perfect.
It can get rid of fatal bronze as well, right?
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, a lot of advantages to this Legion Commander. I like it.
How they want to lane this. They want to put the Legion in what Doom and then go try Wraithing A. 2-1-2. I feel like if you just put the Legion in Doom, he should.
Yeah. What do you think of this new Warlock Immortal, by the way? Yeah, I'm not sure I like how it doesn't have a handle, yet his physics still behave as if he's... You know, I know it's supposed to be like magic or whatever, but it's just a little bit silly. Yeah, well, it's not real. It's just like, you know, how things look have to kind of align with how your brain wants them. You know, I don't know. It's too much. It's too much for it. Yeah,
So
yeah.
many.
It's been a long one, but we've also seen you know, each hero take the victory in that matchup as well. It's really one-sided, which is
Ever since Storm got the
yeah.
buff, the 1-1, much more better.
Eager. You don't get shaky when you're eager for something.
TI Qualifier, it's a big deal.
Well, so everything's on his head right now. Alrighty, let's get into it. Game number 1 out of 1 in this best of 1 series. 1-1-1-1-1. It is going to be Windstrike versus Vegas Squadron as they battle out. Vegas Squadron so far undefeated. Windstrike currently need to pull off a win here. They are, what is it, 1-3 are they? No, sorry, 3-1. Oh, 2-2, that's right.
4-0.
Yeah, so Vegas looking pretty hot right now.
So Leo's playing the position force.
Yeah, he's done this before.
Apart from the Gotham, they don't really have a way of stopping this Blink BKB freezing field. The point, you know, if it's later.
They see they can't get him range, even with the Crystal Nova. They don't want to throw it out just willy-nilly. I feel like if she crystal Nova's there, they can
30
catch up
seconds
with
to
the
battle.
Wraith Fire Blood. Maybe she wasn't quite in range.
So the Shadow Demon was on the left-hand side, Doom was on the right-hand side, both just standing on the hill. Played. Interestingly, the Shadow Demon's gone boots first. I'm wondering whether he's going to be doing some pulling from behind the tower shenanigans.
Feels like it, doesn't it? We shall indeed see. Proud of my camera work.
Battle's starting.
Heal down at bottom. Nongrada jumping on Fishman once again. He's been harassing him a lot right now, but it is Fishman who's able to grab the bounty rune. However, with Lil coming over, they have got the slows coming down onto Fishman. That heal does not do that much level 1, but it will still be enough to help Fishman survive this one as he makes his way through the tree lines, but still. Gonna be very, very poorly after that engagement. Meanwhile, Zhani, he wanted to grab himself his Cunning Blade. Is it going to cost him, though? Nice Dew. Should keep him away from the Legion and the majority of the damage coming out.
I feel like Warlock here on like on the cooldown or something. Maybe it needs to be like a higher cooldown.
The cooldown.
It like it lasts 12 seconds and it has a 16-second cooldown.
Is that not broken? Human versus GPK in the middle lane, battling it up. It's, generally, we've seen Storms come up ahead a little bit in these matchups. Right, there's a very slight advantage, especially because he can catch up as well. So he doesn't really even care if he loses the lane that much. He can just go to the jungle, farm.
Lane 2.
Oh, he's low. He's frozen. He's going down. The right click's coming through, and that is going to be an easy kill. Easy first blood. Last hero will be dying to Silent right now, and a great start for Windstrike.
I was also going to say, Shadow Demon did this pulling behind. Those boots first.
Yeah. Playing it fast and loose. Meanwhile, no fear until the last hero once again. Last hero, he doesn't care. He gets frozen up. I don't care. But it's a nice deny from no fear as well. Ooh. Middle lane.
Just as it ended, I was not expecting.
Oh, no fire.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Blood spilt in the middle lane.
How does that happen?
That is very rare, very unusual.
They must have just both been going for it, but the Ember still had like 3 HP by the end of it.
Yeah, you gotta wonder, don't you? You gotta wonder. But GPK now with the Storm on full health and mana. It's a really annoying thing whenever you get a kill in mid and you're like, oh, the person I'm then against on full. I gotta wait for my regen to come out. It is really awkward. It's interesting to see how the players kind of play around that.
The new lane is in the jungle, guys.
It's very confusing right now. There is a cold feet out onto the Shadow Demon. He doesn't have disruption either with the stun coming out. They're closing the gap quite easily. No Fear's taking some damage, but it's going to be so bad that goes down first. No Fear dying quite soon afterwards, so it's just a support trade. Both the carries are like shaking hands going, let's just kill each other's support. Yeah, that was a good plan, sir.
Big creep.
Money, money, money. But the Doom also got way more gold. He got like 100 more gold for killing No Fear, so. Falls even in Modern Warfare. I don't know how that works.
I like that the rating is stuff. Cooldown by 2 seconds, and you're playing in this high kill lane.
We've had a bit of time now to assess Chilling Touch. Under the tower, he's going in pretty deep. The cold feet won't come off, and Silent is still being chased down, but No Fear's really low as well. Which one of them is going to fall, or maybe both of them? They've both got 2 stacks of poison on this. Last hero is going to go over towards No Fear. No Fear will certainly be dying right now. Meanwhile, Silent trying to close the gap. They get a stun off, and No Fear's still alive, actually. He's living.
I guess Radiant
wow,
fortified
okay. AA survives so bad, doesn't manage to close the gap onto anybody. Misses a bunch of poisons after the first 2 came off. Now trying to get them on time right now. Meanwhile, they're pinging out No Fear. They know where he is. They can't really do anything about it. Now disruption comes out. Last appearance and he's got the battle blade and wants to use it, but the cold feet is out onto him. Has to back himself out away from under this tower. So there will not be any kills happening at top right now. I say that. The crit comes through onto No Fear, but it is just an illusion. Poopy Till on illusion as well, which has 30% damage. Not that scary. Meanwhile, mid GPK coming back in here. He's got himself an illusion rune to try and help run at Kuman right now. We'll pop it. Now with the chains coming out, Kuman's in some trouble. He's running downwards, trying to juke out GPK a little bit here. And with the remnant, it means that GPK can't really afford to chase this one right now. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, they're getting the kill onto so bad, but down mid, Kuman just salving up. He's going to be okay. And yeah, they did manage to find a kill onto the... Fishman down the bottom. He's being chased. No, he wants it. He grabs it. He trades his life. But, you know, hashtag value.
Leo's going to be more than happy.
Yeah, he dies to the tower as well.
And the thing is, on CM as well, when you run out of mana...
Jesus Christ, what's going on? We got 8 kills in 5 minutes. This is a very high-octane game.
You sound surprised. This CIS, TI qualifier.
True. And, you know, when you got Lil in the game, you know it's going to be some crazy dives coming up. I'm worried that people might start to get a bit frustrated with the camera work, so I think we don't cast and we just focus on the camera, because that's literally the only way you can catch it. Dude, what did I just say? We're not allowed to kill. We've got to capture kills.
Storm does hit level. I'm going to ignore your...
That's kind of fair. Is he going to make a rotation or is he just going to focus on his...
We saw it last game. But they have 3 greedy cores on the dive. Wraith King, Legion, Storm. It's greed all over, so they just need to keep farming for now. With GPK.
Dyer's middle tower isn't
December,
the
this
last
Storm's
one.
missing out.
Dyer's middle fortified
As well. He doesn't even get the rune.
It's okay. Sorry, a lot of action going out across this map. And we miss it! I looked down for a second and they've actually managed to catch out the Shadow Demon. Damn it, Mo Farah. Drawing my attention to the middle lane.
Top tower deserves just as much help as
I
I don't know how we actually caught that though. Yeah.
Just don't look at the other.
Radiant's top tower.
That's true. They realised that we can't.
Lil, what lane?
Oh, Kuman also, we're trying to look at Lil. Lil looks like he has gone down. Meanwhile, Storm still being chased by the Ember Spirit, but won't get the kill.
Someone better help
Catch
Dyer's
that one.
middle
I
tower.
told you it
No,
was coming. It's what I
no.
mean.
We looked
as well,
over,
dude.
but it would already happened. Thank you. Yeah, last hero. He's going to be alright, I think. No, never mind. Stun comes out. He's gone. He's gone. I thought he'd already used the stun.
I think he's fine.
Why did he use the stun? Oh, he must have used it to open.
Lil's coming back. Brings in the blazing.
No, Lil's not a very aggressive player. He's not going to go for anything.
Lil doesn't do aggression.
Very passive.
Cores are getting decent. Pretty happy on both.
Oh, go farm the camp. Wreck Lil.
Kill the
Go on,
CM with the
kill
fatal
him.
bomb.
Kill him.
Doom's actually going for the max devour build as well. I think he realises that game cores are just going to want to farm to devour up. Be a little bit more greedy.
For sure. Meanwhile, So Bad is just spamming out the poison from the low ground. Actually probably can grab himself a CS or two. Not sure he managed to do so. Meanwhile, jump in. He's going onto the Ender Spirit right now. Just wanted to grab that Invis rune off him. Will be successful in doing so. Not being forced to pop it either, so he's going to be okay. But did lose a lot of his mana in that engagement though. Dasher, sorry, GPK won't be super mad about that one. Bottom. Yanni just fighting up the non-grasser.
They're beating on Dyer's top tower.
Invisibility.
Just on the edge.
Oh, he actually just flat out breaks it. He didn't want to rely on that Invis at all. He just wanted to get himself out. It's actually insane as well. He can just farm so much with his Arcane Aura. Oh, it's only level 1, right? Fantastic Lil. Yeah, I don't want the spell which benefits everybody. Give me Crystal Nova.
Someone better help Dyer's middle tower.
4, you want a little bit more lane pressure.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
I think sometimes when you have the Storm in your game, you want to kind of put the points into the Arcane Aura just because of how much that helps him out in lane, just being able to spam out these static remnants more. Yeah, I mean, this is Lil we're talking about. He wants to be aggressive in lane, especially with the Legion Commander as well. Like, you want to take control of this lane.
In the long term, the ally mana regen it gives us only one every 2 seconds. Massive deal. Like every minute, he's getting 30 extra.
Huge. A little bit of aggression up in the top lane as GPK makes a rotation in and should get the kill to no fear, but though he gets stunned up, being held still by Silent. This is 1 versus 3 right now as Last Hero does make his way over, but he doesn't have the Doom leveled up, so can't really contribute a whole lot to this fight.
Red.
Wow. Fancy skeletons. Let them go. They're looking for this one. Nice dodge on the stun. Will allow GPK to pick up this bounty route. Now Last Hero is coming in. They've got a lot of damage thrown to Silent right now, but Silent will just run himself away. Again, nothing actually happening down here. Johnny's getting real low down in the bottom lane, running away from Non-Grata. Non-Grata wants to close it out. She's already used the jewel. She gets his maximum movement speed, but gives up on the kill. Doesn't want to dive under the tower. Realizes how badly that could go for her. So decide to chill. This group Shrine's up in the top lane. Fishman, so bad. Johnny all together.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
How do you say this guy's name, by the way? Is it Johnny? Zani?
I would say.
Radiant
Exani?
fortified their structures.
Wraith King. We're looking in the middle lane right now. Kuman has been chained up. They're trying to make the fight over, but there's an AA blast coming in. Doesn't know about this. He doesn't. He's going to try and zip himself away. They just want to try and secure the last hit on this tower, and they will get it on the Shadow Demon, but Shadow Demon might have given his life for this. He doesn't really care, though. Or maybe if they get a duel victory, he will care. Yeah, they've got the Frost, they've got the duel, they've got the victory, but they're actually going to go in deep onto Lil. Lil's going to get cleaned up as well, but so far it is pretty much worth it for the side of Windstrike if they can get away with everybody right now. The GPK is still casing. He's got a double damage rune as well. Can chunk through his Legion Commander rather easily. Non-Grata going through the trees right now, trying to get himself away, and No Fear will slow him down to try and make sure that happens. So there is not any more blood spilled, and that is going to be a bit of 10 damage going for the Legion Commander, but not much at this stage, but still
just a cold
enough.
fog left
I mean,
behind.
that's a massive win for Vega there. They just killed 2 towers. They got top 2 on Ember.
That's true, the towers, yeah.
But Ember finishes up his.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Over here!
Busted here.
Wooden pop!
Storm just.
Be ensnared.
Hiya. How's it going? My name is GPK, I'm behind a tower and I'm doing a lot of damage, but maybe not quite enough damage. They're going to throw down the golem, they want this kill, and they will certainly get it, and Lil may have just TP'd into his death, he certainly will. The GPK, he's taking an AA blast, he's taking it from the tower as well, this might be enough to actually bring him down. He's trying to heal him with a Shadow Word. He's also using, yeah, they've got enough, they've got the Disruption, they've got the Sleight of Fist, Non-Grata is waiting. Oh, he misses as well! That one, the odds slightly off the mark, and that means that GPK is going to survive, and the tips coming through thick and fast. Exactly how Vega giving it to Windstrike right now.
I love that he gets AAO and Warlock's like, don't worry, I'll save you. Like, starts healing.
Yeah, I was very much questioning that
Is
one.
under attack.
The old panic. Don't worry, buddy, I'll save. Oh shit.
I really like the build that this Legion's going. Historically, like, you really don't want to just rush Blink Blade.
Dire
now,
have fortified their
really
structures.
have a huge amount of damage unless you've some.
Speedy rune of haste.
Yeah.
So a lot of people used to stop off with the armor.
Human alright. Fine. Human's fine. So bad. Annoying boy. Doing a lot of damage to him, to be fair.
Human's been pressured a lot in the last. Struggling with his farm bundle. Pull behind a little bit.
Cool update to Shadow
much
Demon
good's
idea.
happening
What
to
if you could
Radiant's
demonic
bottom
purge
tower.
them whilst they're in dis?
How would you do it?
You just click on the bubble.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, if they could, if theoretically, I mean, I'm sure they can make that. If they could make that a thing, do you think that'd be a good change?
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Well, with Storm, you can't do that.
Where's the party?
Why would you want to purge a storm?
Puck, you can't do that. I don't know. I'm sure there's reasons. You just like stop them being able to teamfight as well.
Are those
Yeah,
cracks
but he
in
can't bottle
Dire's
it
top
anymore. He's
tower?
The purge doesn't do damage anyway. Take off bottle charge.
It literally
Dire's
purges
top
like
tower is
once
under
every
attack.
frame or something. It's just constant purge. You won't be able to bottle. You won't be able to do anything.
Radiant's bottom
Constant
tower's
purge.
got problems.
Counter shot.
Constant purge.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
He did. I feel like if you go this build, you should be attacking the camps. Half the map.
Dire's top tower is under
Might have
attack.
been doing it. I don't know.
Radiant structures are fortified. Are those cracks in
Roger
Dire's
deserves
top
VP,
tower?
Greedy with the second. It's an armor.
They're beating on Dire's top tower. Dire's top
Yeah,
tower.
it's a high risk situation, but you know this is
Not
fun.
much good's
I mean,
happening to
if you're playing as a raid, you're probably not
Radiant's
gonna get doomed anyway. Hooray!
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
On the back lines, they've actually dropped the golem onto 4 heroes right now, but they still zip forward to get the kill onto Fishman. Now in the back line, Sun is jumping in deep, and they will be able to bring down last hero as well, but Lil does finally drop. Meanwhile, in they go. Zhani finds himself the Omni-Slash kill, brings down No Fear, but the immediate buyback from the Ancient Apparition. He doesn't have an ultimate, so I'm a little bit confused about that one. Doesn't matter. They're going to go through it anyway. Non-Grider is going to be chasing in, comes Tearing Chains, but immediately purges up, and now in comes the Diffusal. They're trying to run him down, and they will probably be successful in doing so. Non-Grider being chased. The Golems will catch him, and now they look towards more. Stormgrid is going to be the next target. How the stun comes down to the Ember Spirit. He's trying to get himself away from this one. He's going to use the Flight Fist now Shuffle as well. So hard to finish off this Ember Spirit right now as they bring down No Fear and GPK living through it all, but no, Grana comes in and uses the overwhelming odds to get himself a kill. Jewel coming out onto the Warlock as well, but he's actually taking a ton of damage, both of them, but still gets the win with a couple of nicely timed moments of courage. Just another spin coming out from Shani as well, trying to bring down the Non-Grana. Non-Grana are a bunch on the high ground, and in comes the Storm coming into this fight. The fight that never ends. Shani jumps upon it. They might get the return kill. They will. Down goes the Juggernaut. Lil just trying to slip away on the sidelines. This Golem will get finished off as well, and it is going to be a very costly victory for Team Windstrike, but a victory all the same. Victory at any cost. Wow.
It was a 60-second fight, by the way. I can tell because the Warlock Golem died right at the end.
Pour on the speed.
Goodness gracious me. Yeah, that was what started the fight. You throw down the Golem and all hell breaks loose in more ways than one. Goodness gracious, that was a lot of fighting going on. But yep, Windstrike do actually manage to, I would say, take the victory despite throwing in a lot of buybacks for that one. How many do we have? We had a buyback from Fishman. Okay, that's a Vega buyback. Then we had one from Ancient Apparition, which is a Windstrike buyback. Then we had one from GPK, which is the Vega buyback, and then we had Non-Grata as well. So yeah, no, it's actually pretty even. Okay, am I reading something else? Yes, I am. He destroyed an Observer Ward. Two buybacks from Windstrike, one from the Mega.
The Shadow Demon Disruption almost kept the Ember alive. If he'd have got out there, I think it would have been such a huge win for them. The fact that the Ember dies makes it two big ones. Zhani on this situation is really good.
No, it's not free respawn city, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, when you build an armlet and you're against the Differate King and the Doom, they do doom you and you just play them down. Yeah, that's a dead rating.
Jumping in, they're going onto the Doom right now, but the duel comes off in the backlines as well. They're going onto the Shadow Demon. That's going to be a kill. Silent will get dropped, but has the reincarnation. Will be jumping straight back up to join in this fight, but the rest of Vega are making their way over to this one. A great Golem landing onto two. Can they finish the fight though? Last hero is the one who's going to get dropped. The Golems in their backlines, they're just not giving a shit about him right now. Meanwhile, Silent does get dropped. Okay, maybe they care about the Golem. Meanwhile, GPK finds a cheeky kill onto No Fear, and Lil not going to make it out either. Oh no, Windstrike. They dive deep, but they get destroyed by this Golem drop from Fishman and from GPK's mobility. This Ember Spirit is just dominating these fights right now.
But the good thing,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
took the Shadow Demon out the fight straight away. They're really struggling to fight this Golem and Fatal.
Dire's
side.
middle tower isn't going
Talked
to
about in the
last
draft,
long.
you need to make something.
Absolutely.
Because if this Doom and Golem fight, and you're just giving the game to Vega, it feels.
Non-Grider is under a sentry here. Does he realize this? There's an AA blast coming in though. He's going for the duel fight, but he's going to get disrupted immediately, so they can't finish off the duel. It's actually going to be Leech Commander who goes down. Fishman doesn't get the damage though. It ends just before. Meanwhile, he will get finished off, so it's going to be a trade, but not a good one at all. And now Kuman, all he can do is spin in the spot, as he is going to get run down as well. Punishment comes in hard. Meanwhile, GPK, oh, he actually gets punished for this as well. So swinging back in one direction, then the other.
A little bit. I thought he might have used a slight. I think he probably would.
Yeah, but still a big victory for Vega there, as they only lose their Warlock and take themselves 2 cores in return. And I'm not a mathematician, but that's a valuable trade by any stretch of the imagination.
Well. Like, it's still worth it.
Lil, don't walk up those stairs. He's got his AirPods in. He can't hear me. There goes the Omni Slash on top of the Crystal Maiden, and she is going to get run down. The Maiden, well, she's no longer a virgin. Yeah, when he cancelled this either. Well, see you later, bud. Isn't it weird that TPs can't be purged?
This Storm needs like 5 minutes of falling so far behind. A little bit of time, especially when you've got a team. Storm to be doing better than he is. You really need him to be the only real one. It's Orchid on the Storm. He can just jump the shadow out of every fight. They've got Legion Storm. Really important.
I can't believe, no, he doesn't get away with it. He turned around for a creep, and now he's getting Ice Blood. He's getting jeweled up, and he is going to get finished off. It's not a duel victory, but it's a kill all the same, and a huge one at that. 676 gold going into the hands of No Fear, and a kill onto the Juggernaut, who was previously rivaling the Wraith King for that top net worst spot.
Yeah, and when the Legion gets sprayed now as well, it's only going to get more difficult for them.
Oh my god, did you see that though? He was farming up this camp, he sees the TPs coming in, he starts to run away, and then he's like, oh, there's one one baby wolf, not even the alpha wolf, like the beta wolf. And he's just like, oh, I'm gonna just quickly run back and kill that, and then continues running away, and that cost him his life. So greedy for like, what, 26 gold, whatever they give.
It's always the extra last creep that gets you killed, though.
It always is, yeah. When you're in that, the worst when you're in a wave of creeps, you can't really let the range creep go if you're trying to like farm a wave of creeps. At the same time, if it's going to cost you your life, it's not worth it. But I'm fairly sure he's dead here, but it takes some time to kill him. They're going to have to drop the golem just to quell the onslaught from Windstrike, but it doesn't matter. They brought down GPK all the same, and now they're going on so bad as well. The damage is coming out heavily from Windstrike, and that is going to result in 2 big kills for them. A buyback from Lil as well, as he wants to get back into this game and they continue to push this aggression. They get themselves a victory, and now they want to take some towers for it as well. And the Skeleton marching down this middle lane towards the middle tier 1 tower. The Fortify is coming out, but it won't do much to stop the onslaught of Windstrike right now.
It's getting to the point now where this
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
do huge amounts of damage. If you're the Rangers side, you have to take fights with your brother
Radiant's
Andrew.
middle tower is
Want this big
Radiant's
5-on-5.
middle tower has fallen.
Split up into 2s and 3s. If you look at the Dire side, they have really good cores of really good
Radiant's
stuff
middle tower shouldn't
They
have
have
to take
AAL.
this abuse.
to help them. If you're going to go around in 2s and 3s on this radio, you're going to get picked up.
Meanwhile, No Fear's nearly got a Midas. The position 5-inch apparition on the side of Windstrike.
What do you build this game? It's nothing immediately soon, but it's really bad. I feel like a Yules is okay. Like Ghost
Invisibility.
so. They think this game's going to go late, which
Even trades. Man, this guy's really able to farm up the top lane. Give me that range creep. Hell yeah.
like the Legion was waiting top ready for.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, AAL hits some. You have a Legion, a Storm, and a Wraith King that jump them.
It's a lot of follow-up, my dude.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't need it. You got Doom, you got yourself plenty of other spells. Let's go, save it. We want to try and find a pick off. Johnny leading the charge, making his way up top, but it's Nongrata who is already sensing a disturbance in the force and is getting himself out of here. Post.
It was Lil that was pink.
Okay, yeah, this is, I mean, it's not the quickest version in the world, but this is almost better because it means that they're just not expecting it. 24 minutes in, they haven't taken any objectives, they haven't taken any kills. Why would they be doing Roche right now? The cover that everybody's missing might be plucking them onto it here. They've got an ace blast in 3 seconds. Vega. Alright, Nongrata, he's making his way over. Does he actually know though? Yes, he does. He's inside the pit, but finds himself so many heroes and immediately getting doomed up. The ice blast will follow up, but it is certainly going to be Nongrata going down. She's got a buyback if he wants to use it, but we're on the backline to fight. They use the golden slows down. They're going to get themselves the Roshan. They're going to get themselves the Ace of the Storm. Tries to make the steal, but it doesn't quite pay off. And now he's stuck inside the pit. Just Bash zips himself away. Meanwhile, the only touch coming forward onto Silent. Taking his mana. He is gone, and now the CM going down as well. Tries to make it happen with the ultimate of the spin. It's more than enough damage to penetrate through her armor. Meanwhile, Kuman zipped around the map trying to get away from Jani right now, and they probably won't be going down here, Kuman, though I say that Jani is chasing Kuman, trying to turn this one around. Maybe might be able to take his Aegis off him. Yep, certainly he didn't have the Aegis. He didn't have the Aegis. Oh dearie me, that's just a free kill onto a Juggernaut. 1,000 gold. Now a Doom still coming out as well. They're gonna get the Aegis. They can't put her up though. Ah, I knew it. Yeah, clairvoyant caster. I got you.
I think that's it's still a decent win for the Radiant side. Like, they get the gold, they get forced to use his buyback. It's a big deal, but the fact he wins a duel out of it, decent for him.
Not much good's happening to
Use the-
Radiant's bottom
use the
tower.
column as well. So if you're the
Dire's
dire
middle
side
tower
now,
is under attack.
Silent comes back up again soonish. Big point.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
When that Radiant all of a sudden doesn't have to fear anything anymore.
Alright, well.
Top.
Such back and forth game. It feels like no one's allowed to take
The
a clean
Lincolns.
fight this game. Well, doesn't matter. He's out of there. They were a little bit too hesitant on their fighting there, but yeah, as you say, Lincoln means it would have been very difficult. They'd had to cast the cold feet at the exact right time and hope that your combo is quick enough. And the Ember Spirit is feeling like just a tiny little bit in order to get that one off. Very difficult.
We usually see against things like the Doom and the Legion, we see this SY Tanic state. But when you're playing against AA, the buildings. Butted by Lincoln's evasion and
Meanwhile, Silent, he's going for the AC. I really like that he chose for the Armlet Mjolnir build. I don't like the Radiance, especially when you're playing into a Shadow Demon. You're basically giving the enemy a Radiance.
I think he has to save the... If the duel comes out or like storm jumps somebody. Shadow Demon really careful.
Sponsored by Toyota, so they can drive them to the victory, right? This is a really exciting game, by the way. There's been a ton of fighting. There's been a ton of back and forward. I don't know who's going to win it. I still don't. I think both teams have great late game options as well, especially when this Wraith King hits level 20, which he nearly is doing so. It means he can actually fight on the front lines rather than being this kind of weird pseudo Wraith King hero where he's got to just hang out at the back and wait for the Jug to show himself and try and play around him because he can't get Omnislash by the Jug. Otherwise, he's going to lose all his mana to this defusal, but shan't be the case no longer.
Surprise, Lil. Take the GPF. Storm on his
What the?
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems. Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
it's a
tower
really
has
fantastic
fallen.
game for that talent. With the Storm and with the fact that the defusal, mana loss reduction, very tasty.
Radiant structures have been snow
bueno.
fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Maybe Doom should drain mana. I think Doom has one of the worst agonyms though.
Oh, it can be really good game, but not a lot of.
It's very dull though, isn't it? You
Yeah,
just
it is
like.
dull.
So Doom axes, you got to stay on top of them, and the Doom duration gets refreshed. So
My favourite one is when Nyx is in burrow. Doom's in. And Nyx can't do anything. Stuck in burrow. The Doom just stands next.
sit on him. Sit on his face. Well, they're making their way over. Looks like Windstrike are being aggressive right now. They've got Golem on the side of Vega though, so they're all together as well. But if they can find Fishman, this would be fantastic. Jumping forward to try and go for the duel into last year. They want to stop him being able to get him to do, but it's just not going to happen. Fishman, meanwhile, the bad he's going to get stunned up, and they can bring it down before he can get off the Golem. That would be huge, but he does get it down, but it only lands onto No Fear. The destruction was already out. Nograna has been taken out by the Juggernaut as he wraps around by the back of this fight. Down goes so bad. Jug trying to find a target, but can't really close the gap. Now they'll find themselves Wraith King, but he's going to be able to get his reincarnation off, so it's not going to be a huge victory here. Finn coming out straight away, doesn't want to get stunned up by Silent. Silent getting run down here, changes out onto him as well, but Johnny's on top. Johnny has the damage. Johnny gets the kill. Meanwhile, they're looking for more, but there is a Glimmer Cape up on No Fear, so he can run himself away. Midas off cool down, by the way. TP out from Crystal Maiden. She's going to be all right. So it's going to be a pretty empty fight, really. Just 2 deaths on either side, but Windstrike definitely taking much heavier losses as they lose 2 cores in exchange for 2 supports.
Lil.
He just wanted the runes, but this might be turning around. GPK easily being jumped upon by Kuman right now. Kuman is in with the Storm Spirit. Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden, she's letting it go. She's letting it go. GPK getting run down. Crystal Maiden will be taking a fall here, but she'll be more than happy with the kill onto GPK. Worth her life indefinitely. Meanwhile, Kuman needs to run away. He's got his 17 Bloodstone charges though, so he's got plenty of mana regen coming in thick and fast. Windstrike get themselves away, and they kind of make this fight a little bit better for themselves. Still not worth it due to the fact that so many of their heroes died, but you know, Storm, he is a win condition and he's getting himself some kills, getting himself some money, trying to stay near the top of the net worth right now. But Jug is so scary. He's just picked up a butterfly as well. Hello, my Farah. Right, how are you doing? Yeah, let's just kick him back, feet up on the desk. Honestly, there's what's our biggest net worth? It's been 2,000 gold for Windstrike and about 3,000 gold for Vega at one stage. So very close game. These guys are very smugly up close to each other when it comes to gold.
It feels like when it the game, right? You're gonna have 3 cores that are all scaling really well on the die. Legion not to buy back twice. Big ults onto Radiant side. I feel like you're giving over here. You get into these long drawn out fights in the late game. Between them takes longer and longer. It's much harder to punish. Wouldn't pop.
Storm. He's on top of the Doom. They've got Night Blast coming in as well. They're going to hold him still with the electric vortex. Is there any help coming in? There is not. This is going to be a free duel. It's usually pretty early. Do they have enough damage? Yeah, they do. Easily enough.
Without the
Radiant's top tower is
Oh yeah, the AA goal. Yeah, always
Radiant's
makes
top
Doom
tower
feel a
is
little bit like a paper mache. I haven't done paper mache in ages. Remember doing that stuff? That's so great. Newspaper, PVA, get all over your hands, peel it off. I'll get some
You were the
PVA.
kid that just
You weren't the kid which did that?
yeah,
What's wrong with you?
I knew it.
Oh, I'm tempted to just get some PVA now. Next time, you next time we come around for a couch, just have a little paper mache session. Oh god, Fishman, he's in some trouble. The Ice Blast connects, and that is going to be one dead Warlock.
Radiant's middle tower is under
50 seconds
attack.
no buyback. They might do something.
Radiant have fortified their
Take the tier
structures.
to top.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Careful, going high ground.
True, that could be really cataclysmic. 1 minute 30 until Roshan respawns as well, so everyone will be up for that one. It's all very much hanging the balance for both these teams right now. Whilst that's the thing with Dota, right? The later it gets, the more it kind of hangs on a knife's edge. But then, the buybacks become more expensive. One big fight and, one buyback, and all of a sudden you got yourself a win condition. Like, tower is on thin foundations.
Both have glimmer. The biggest thing here is that A lot more difficult.
Behold, a subtle burn.
That Legion has to... Either him or the Storm are probably the... Storm's getting
Honestly,
very close to 25.
Yeah, but this Wraith King hit a huge power spike though. With that level 20 ton and with the BKB, like he's just going from like someone who doesn't want to be on the front line to being anywhere he wants to be. Although I'm not using his mitre, there we go. Good.
He left it for that.
At this stage of the game, do you still want to be using it for the XP? Like, is your 25 ton? I guess it is pretty good.
I'm over here.
Still, I don't know.
Although
AC
minus
sounds
gives
better.
XP, the XP gives so next.
Radiant's middle tower
Really not a
could use
huge,
some help.
especially in these big levels.
Yeah, that's a good point. And if you use it on the small creeps as well, it just gives you so much more gold in some cases. Especially with the hill trolls, like if you can get them to spawn a little hill troll, then you basically just get to like minus, like literally like 12 gold creep, which is just insane value.
Storm didn't static remnant.
What an idiot. 400 health when you get doomed is
Yeah, exactly.
mucho goodo, as they say in Spain. Alrighty, well, the Storm is on the one-way ticket to Lincoln's Town. He will be arriving there pretty late, as especially he's going to have to save him for buyback at this point in the game. Does have it currently available, but means he's only 900 times 960 gold towards that Lincoln. Yeah, I know. It looks really drastic, and then you look at the values, and it's like, wait a minute.
Like,
We barely changed at all.
Such an up and down game, and then you're oh yeah, hang on.
Huzzah!
Could have like some serious clickbait here for those like YouTube channels where you just like look at this what a crazy net worth game, and then you just hide the values.
You won't believe what happened in this game.
Yeah. 5 things not to do in a team. Gone-sexual. Those are my favorite ones when they put like gone-sexual something next to a thumbnail.
Ooh.
Do you remember that time when it was loads of like weird like, you know, playing strip video games with my sister and brackets? That was a weird era for YouTube. I'm glad that's no longer in. I hope that's no longer in.
Knows it's a thing.
Don't look at my stuff.
Here I am.
I wonder what Lil's going to build. He's obviously not scaling that well because he doesn't have a GPM capital. So like, you want to build some like more defensive items for your team, like a Lotus or something.
Maybe. There is a fight going on actually as they jump forwards. They've got the Infernal Blade onto the Ancient Apparition. This should be a nice quick kill, and they will take that one. No Fear is dead, but the duel comes in. It's going, but there's got a disruption now. Storm going onto the backlines right now. The Dolem, is it coming down? Yes, it is. It's on the backlines. Nograda tanking it up, but it is the Storm Spirit ripping through the backlines, but unable to secure himself a kill. He might be on top of Fishman. That might be the first fatality. Yep, it will. Down goes Fishman. Meanwhile, AA finished off, and the buyback's coming in quickly here. They want to get the Doom back into the fight, and he does have that spell available. Meanwhile, Silent, he's just trying to sink his way back in the sideline. He's got himself loads of mana left as he's going to be dropping the first one. Doesn't manage to get the talent anyway. He jumps back into this fight. Oh, look at the damage! They got the soul suctioner, the soul catcher on him, and it just melts the guy. Silent in his second life lasts all of about 1 second.
This Ember is level 25 and he has an ag. He is everywhere in these fights. Like, they just don't have the ability to get to lock him down anymore.
Spirit zipping all around all over the place, and everybody else just left to kind of witness these crazy fights. It cost them 2 buybacks, but Vega still take the victory.
Really well played by the Vega side as well. They protected their Doom with disruption.
Dire's middle tower
Duel
is
for such a long time. He did die eventually, but it just meant the whole duel was wasted by the Legion.
Here's Storm as well, zipping through, getting them vision. He wants to go for the steal, but he knows what'll happen to drive. He's cleared out the slot though, but it's just too late. The right decision. Was that a cheese rush? I think it was a cheese rush. I'm gonna just assume it was a cheese. I don't see anybody
What's
rocking
the-
it out.
No, yeah, the Jugger's not cheap.
Nope. Oh, down to the bottom lane, Non-Grata doomed up and finished off, healing out very quickly with that moment of courage, but dead all the same.
It's taking movement speed. Less fun.
Yeah. Just running everywhere and running places quicker and hitting things quicker.
Bounty room's back spawn. Oh, look at this. Building.
Mid lane, Kuman, got the Yule, should be okay here. Air blasting on him as well, just to back him out in case anybody tries any funny business. Should be okay. Oh god. Hide your wife, hide your kids, GPK is coming.
You guys thought Storm Arcade was it's new Ember. Yeah, it's
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
a regen as well. Storm have got both of those. Loving life.
Directly into the
Dire's
storm.
bottom tower is being hit.
Warlock. You alright, bud?
Dire's bottom
He's
tower
level
is
20 on the
fallen.
wall. Golem. He uses his ult and then he just runs in and does the way to go on this.
Yep, make sure you get that third Warlock golem down. Wait, like second Warlock golem down. Only two. Pathetic.
Wishing. Silence getting close to his well. Oh yeah, the
Legions.
AoE.
Oh, I think I know. Yeah. Oh, I was going to try and say them off my top of my head.
What's the other one?
It's AoE press the attacking plus 40 dual damage.
Yeah, he's necessarily winning a huge. But when you're against Fatal Bonds, especially.
Storm playing some high octane Dota, zipping around the map.
Love playing against level. Really fun, especially when he having cost a little bit less.
Yeah, I love like all my creeps are always surviving and like never just getting one shot by Storm. That bit's really fun.
I love it when you're in the late game. You have to save the glyph.
I'm over here.
Going in deep here, but not gonna find anything. He just wanted to farm. Looking okay, yeah. Well, it does this time, but immediately the LC is there. Purge off those chains and here's both survives.
5.6. 4 seconds.
He's got another arcane ring. Cool.
Just waiting to see if
Well, this is the biggest net worth difference we've had. 6k advantage for Vega right now. Goodness gracious me.
they get there. The thing is as well with this game, you can see it even though they're ahead. It's just gonna go on for ages, right? Like because of the Storm talent. Dragging out.
Yeah, they can really drag this one out, but can they win? Well, they've got the infinite scaling. Never forget the jewel.
Split push as well.
Legion going forwards, does find the Juggernaut here, managed to get the blade mail off, the spin comes down in time, the A-Blast going to follow up as well, can they bring down Johnny though? They're not doing anything to him at all, and now with the Golem coming down, they just turn it around, Grata wiped on the face, yeah, Doom out onto the CM as well, she's going to Spirit, the Ender Spirit's going in deep to try to find target, Storm zipping around doing whatever he wants in this fight, CM buys back coming into this fight right now, Grata on the front lines as well, does manage to get his BKB off this time, still trying to chase up Johnny, but just not realizing how little damage he does to this Juggernaut, Jug just not taking a single ounce of damage, Johnny backing himself away. Wraith King actually dying once, and with the Soul Catcher run, it makes him fairly squishy. These illusions being very, very annoying for Non-Grata here, actually. He's got to be a little bit careful, sorry, no fear. But they'll take those guys out.
I know he doesn't have BKB on his.
blinking away. He's looking for the sports instead. He's looking for No Fear, and he is on top of him, and he should get this kill, though. Lil's coming in. He's saying, get off my friend. But unfortunately, Johnny's coming in, and he is angry. Oh, God, take my friend. Leave me. Kuman's making his way over, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Lil's already brought down. Kuman up onto the high ground. The cores are okay, but the supports are gone. Silent is a little bit eager here, but he has got that reincarnation off cooldown now, so he can afford to be kind of for the front lines here. But obviously, with the Soul Catcher, we realize how little that second life has been doing for him in this game.
We need to try and make the most of this now, with both supports being, especially the AA, a big difference.
Whoa, what
Apparently, Storm in the game.
Oh, bye, creeps. Okay. Cool, neat, fun.
A little bit worried without the Doom.
Yeah, 80 taking Soul Golems up again. They might just want to take advantage of a couple of the buybacks that have been used here. I mean, look at these buybacks as well. Like, everybody on the top house and nobody at the bottom. They got another duel coming up, and that's up to the end of this target. Oh no, it doesn't matter though. That'll be up finished off half afterwards. Oh, no problems at all. Jug's still fighting into this one though. Jug doesn't care. GPK needs to be a little bit careful, but he's just so tanky on the front lines here. Johnny not afraid to just tank everything up. The BKB has actually ended on GPK though, but they are just being very careful with how they engage on this one right now. The Vegas Squadron playing really good. AA. Oh my god. Okay, cancel that one. That would have been hilarious.
I managed to pick up Gem again. Shadow Demon drop. It might have been Lil actually. Warlock goes. Nag it back.
You know what I love? Dota 2. You know what else I love? 45 minutes in, and we've got this Hand of Midas AA, who just chilling touched the creep he was minus. And he's got a Glimmer Cape.
Yeah, I mean he has to have a buyback twice, so I think that's where all is going. He has a
Yeah, true.
What was your? You ever look back at when you started playing Dota? What items are you?
I used to buy Perseverance every game.
Yes, I think everybody did.
Yeah.
Because you're like, well, it gives me HP regions, it gives me mana regions, everything I need.
And I always used to build into Refresher Up just because like it was one of the only things that built into back then.
Also, because you always beat Perseverance, you always have to build.
Yeah, just for the value. So I looked at some of my first games. I've got Phantom Assassin with Refresher Orb. Yeah. I'm a slow learner. That's all I'll say.
If I look back at my Dota 2 game, I played Dota 1. I had like just a little bit more.
Yeah, that's a good,
have any, like,
good situation to be in.
They're still bad, but I don't really embarrass.
I remember I think the very first hero I played was Death Prophet, and the second one was Io. Which,
nice
yeah.
easy one.
Yeah, Io. I'll never forget the one time I came home drunk one day and was like, I'm just going to play a game of Dota, and I randomly got Meepo and was like, oh. Oh no. Yeah, this Jug could be in trouble though, but he's got the spin off every single time. He seems to be able to. Kuman. A little bit ahead of yourself there, my friend. That's a 10-second BKB, by the way. A what? Oh my god.
Hey, look.
Yeah, the tip's coming out for No Fear. Absolutely. Honestly, how are you not playing this AA right now? He's built Midas, he's denying you tier 3s, like this guy's just, he's been playing too many pubs, No Fear. This is competitive. Get your head in the game, my friend.
I am really impressed with how Vega have been playing though, especially Zhani and Kay on these 2 cores.
Yeah, they've been nailing it.
There is an Octarine core near Ember Spirit now as well. Massively scary.
Windstrike?
Spell, but
Looks like Windstrike are going to try something here. They're grouped as 5 and they're moving over towards the side of Vega. Vega with a 13k advantage currently. We have a real advantage on our hands. That's pretty exciting.
Doom and Warlock both getting 5 as well, even the Shadow Demon. If he gets the 2 charges of this, I know he's getting I feel like up against like the Legion. Such a huge skill.
Duggy Wuggy in the pit. Someone needs to come and contest this right now. He's getting it down fairly quickly, about 1/3 done so far. Got a Legion up on the high ground. Maybe they're just letting him do the hard work, but I'm not too sure about that one. Jug now gets it down to about 50% HP. They don't seem to have any vision here on the side of the Radiant, so... And they see these poisons coming across. They got to do something. Wind Strike? Wind Strike? Okay, this is very weird.
An Axe Blessing as well. Who's that?
Yeah, or... Is there anybody like who means to give it to? I guess you probably give it to the Shadow Demon. Yeah. Green Charms and Demonic Pads.
Surprised they didn't give it to the Warlock, to be honest.
Yeah, that is actually very surprising.
And he's building one of his own now.
Imagine having that extra BKB penetrating lockdown for the Storm Spirit.
It's not even that. It's just like when he hits the level 25 and you're not going to say, oh, okay, silent.
He has a bit of a... Yeah.
BKB before he TP. He's going to die.
Okay, well, Silence. He's going to get his pancake flipped up here in the top lane. And that's a... Yeah, a bit of a...
Pushing middle. Well, Tyler.
Yeah, bottom lane's being pushed in really far as well, so it will have to be the top lane. Our last hero pulls.
Okay, as well now. I wonder whether he's going to turn this Axe into Blessing and then just build something up.
They pulled the catapult. There you go. Okay, they killed him. I was really worried that they were just going to lose the catapults to this, though. Small cramp, but they get it together. Hey everyone! Well, they've got the catapults though, so...
Oh, the catapults!
Structures
Don't heal yourself.
fortified.
They fortified them.
Top barracks are under attack.
They're on the high ground now, but now the counter fortify comes in. Storm's zipping around like a madman, just doing storm things. The barracks are being taken though. It looks like they're gonna get them. Yeah, look at everything being thrown onto the siege creep right now. Keep them alive, boys. We'll be successful. I mean, it's 51 minutes in and this is the first barracks. It's not that big a deal, honestly.
I know it's...
No, Storm's got level 25. He can just push out the waves. It doesn't matter.
It's not a massive deal, but at the same time, like, it is really difficult to push the Dire's high ground set. Chance. It's like,
better help Dire's middle tower.
it's still a big deal for that. Five. Community. Yeah. Well, leave for the end. Okay, let the Storm take it instead. It's good to me.
It's a goofy game, but you know, CIS, fun region. Monongrado with BKB TP in the bottom lane. Mjolnir queued up from the Emperor. Fairly sure he's got more than enough gold for this right now, but maybe he's looking for something else. Nope, he's buying up now. Go back to Grey Space, grab that. Grab the hyper, grab that. There we go, there we go, we got it. Good job, GPK. It was a bit harder than it needed to be, but we got there.
I'm gonna turn the Aghanim. Feel like a heck.
So which one's a blessing, which one's a synth, and which one's a consumable? That's my question. But is a consumable the blessing? I think Aghanim's blessing is one which roast drops, right? And then the synth, the consumable is one you build, and the synth is one which Aghanim builds. Alright, he does one. Might be able to get himself out here. No, just pops a BKB, turns around onto Johnny right now. The duel coming out onto the Doom. Not too sure about that one, but they will get the A blast onto him. But with the golem to the backline, they're going to be able to rip through non-grata. Does have buyback with the A dead as well. It's going to be a tricky fight, but the buyback's coming through thick and fast. Last hero trying to fight up on the front lines right now. Doom, he's going to be in some trouble as he gets brought down as well. Kuma Flytomoon gets a kill, so they're going to have to buy back right now on the Doom. But Johnny, he's in trouble. He's getting himself out. He's spinning himself away. How far can he get out of this one, though? Fishman, he's saying, attack me instead. Please, I'm in the middle of your team. But no, they target down the Juggernaut. They get the kill onto Shani. It's a turnaround for Windstrike, and one they've been waiting a long time for. They'll bring down Fishman, but the golems are just going for it. Where's he going? Attack, push, there we go. All right, they get themselves a tower at the very least, but still it's not much. Look at Lil.
Hit him.
Pew, pew, pew. Is it just trying to kill itself to the fountain? No?
Was item build.
All right.
The reason why they're being able to pick off people one by one.
Yeah, the Nullifier, the Doom build. Nullifier and Bloodthorn. Yeah.
We've got He's building Hex next on the Ember. I like that a lot. Build lockdown. At the moment, they can't deal with it. Storm has BKB.
They can't even?
Can't even. I can't even.
This Storm, like, I cannot even, you guys. Like, this Storm is just, oh my god.
Bounty runes.
Yeah,
a little bit careful with
Legion,
it.
she doesn't have buyback, don't forget. Here we go. Oh no, they jump on her. The Doom is out on the fire as well. Everything just being dumped upon the Legion right now. Non-Grinder is dead. 125 seconds. No buyback. This could be a real opportunity for Vegas Fortune if they want to try and take advantage of. They have buyback on their Warlock. They need to come and defend this one. And they will certainly do so as GPK playing around. And they'll get a lot of damage up on this tower right now, but not enough to bring it down. Therefore, Shrines will not be opened up. And they realize how carefully they need to be playing right now as they have to wait 100 seconds until this Legion Commander is back in the game. They're going to have the Golem in 53 seconds. They've got an opportunity right now to take another Rex.
No, Matt finds a gem.
Oh, cool. So many value items on Lil as well. Like just, oh yeah, Ghost Scepter, Buckler. Went for the 300 Crystal Nova damage at 25. Do we have any other interesting 25s going on right now? Fishman, AoE, Magic Community for Celtic Offering Golems.
Storm, what's he gonna... Here we go. The Arcane Room without bottle.
I hate when Shadow Demon gets this stage as well, and he's just got like 2 uses of Disruption and 3 uses of Demonic Purge. So what the hell is going on? GPK Remnant. Johnny 600 health. 3% Infernal Blade damage. Oh, I didn't go for the 125 to 75% cleave. Weird.
Why has he got the cleave on, dude?
There indeed, they got stuns down. Then comes the Golem as well to just hunt them down for such a long time. Little Sport down, immediate buyback from him, but it looked like the Siren's going to drop for the first time. Coming back to life. They're going to have to wait 29 seconds until the LC is up and 110 until the AA is coming back into this one. He can't move. Wraith King, he's rooted still. He's trying to run away, but the Golem's just punching him down. He has got a buyback coming to this fight one last time as down goes Fishman, but it just summons another Golem. It's kind of good for them right now. They've managed to get a disruption up onto Lil. He's dying for a second time. 9 seconds until Legion Commander is back. Could they not have waited? But they end up losing pretty much everybody. They're just going to have to try and defend with only their cores. How important are these support? Can they still take a fight? Kuman trying to go for the cheeky one, but the disruption comes out to keep him alive. Jug, he can't. Meanwhile, Shadow Demon, he is brought down. They get themselves a dual kill, and it's going to be have to Vega backing themselves away. What happened to the Juggernaut? Where is his boots of travel? Oh no. Oh. What a unfortunate series of events. Vegas Squadron were in a position where they really could have taken this game. And by one small mistake, the opportunity is now gone. Gem's still on the floor, by the way, still hanging out.
How many blades am I holding out? Haste!
Who's up? Over here now! Where's the party?
Anyway, yeah, we'll throw back to buyback status.
Here I am!
What's my KDAs? Anything crazy? 13-4 on both the GPK and Johnny. 2 minutes 12 to 4. Yeah, it's we're getting lucky over on this channel, aren't we? BTS 2 is the place to be. Right. Golem coming down onto no fear right now. They want to grab this ancient apparition, and you'd hope with the amount of commitment they've given they will, but he's just sitting here in it finally runs out. And they'll grab the kill onto the ancient apparition.
For the treasury.
The push, it's coming. What? Oh, there's a magic community. Wow. Okay. Okay. I mean, I should have the armor instead of magic community though. Mind you, I guess they probably just got stunned and frostbitten, so. No. Doom did not get the eggs. Warlock has his own. Juggernaut doesn't have it either. Emma Spirit. No way. That's his own. He bought it. Oh, he did take it. What the business? What? He's got a refresher shard, dude. He's happy. True. The triple golden dream. And indeed here, trying to fight up onto the Raid King Shan. He's going to be able to take him down for the first time here, maybe. Although he actually back himself away. Doesn't want to dive too deep for this one. With that AoE, press the attack. They can get rid of these fatal bombs. That's actually kind of huge. We've just got no fear still remaining. They go indeed. They try and get the duel, but the destruction comes in. Not Grata cancelled out. They still get the kill on Tijani. They're not going to duel victory, but who really cares about that? But the backpoint, they're going to Storm Spirit right now, and they'll be able to take him down. Storm is out of this one. Meanwhile, Doom, he's got to be careful. He's running himself down, running out of health right now. That Lotus Sword which got him there. Meanwhile, they have to back themselves up. They're trying to play defensively. I say that they just jump straight back in again. They're going deep. They get the kills onto the Juggernaut right now, and now they're looking towards the Ember Spirit as well. He's also going to drop 2 cores dead, but the racks are so low. The racks on 190 HP. The Golems were just doing it by themselves. Goodness gracious me. They do defend, but it is so close to like Mega Creeps. Man, Windstrike, they need to get some buybacks right now.
Over here now.
Yeah, they need to make it happen now. They have the push potential though. The Ember.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Where did
go? Yeah, let's press the attack. They're just ripping through these barracks right now. They're going to go to the bottom lane as well. They want to try and take every melee barrack in this fight, but it's a tier 2 up at top. So really, they got to go for the winners. They want to force the buybacks right now. 20 seconds left on the Ember Spirit. They should be able to just take these barracks and get out of here. Then 2 barracks. Yeah, absolutely. As long as you got megas, you're fine. And Warlock, he's got the refresher orb. It is a delicate situation for Windstrike right now. 30 seconds till Silent's going to have his back up again, and he's got more than enough gold to ensure that he has it. Could we consider Rapier right now? Or maybe sell... Well, what do you... I mean, I guess you got to sell the boots. No, you can't sell boots on Wraith King. That sounds horrible. They know he's here, but he was actually posing as an illusion, it looked like, so he's absolutely fine.
Zap! Stupendous scoop!
This'll come in handy.
It looks like both teams fairly content just to chill out a little bit. Vega booked after their last deaths, but I feel like they should be trying to just push for this final Rax here. What you need to do is cause enough distraction to Warlocks both his golems just to bring down the barracks, so they can't defend against the golems and fight you at the same time. They have to make a decision. With the buybacks, you can make that commitment. It's fine.
Touché!
30 Bloodstone charges, by the way. Kuman, that's pretty memes.
Over here now!
Interesting that the talent doesn't show on their buffs, does it? Maiden talent, or is that just for her? Mana loss, mana cost, just mana loss reduction, or? Yeah, that's kind of dumb. There's literally nowhere to see it, is there? Wow. Silent out of position once again. He does have buyback, but they don't want to lose him in this position, but they're not going to get a choice. There's no way he's making it back to base like this right now. The BKBs have been popped by the members of Vega as he's stuck inside this race one. He's like, well, hey everyone, I'm dead. Flies back. I was worried that he'd actually bought the Agnums with his buyback gold as Storm. Costly, the catapults at a very fortunate timing, and down go the golems. They'll just focus down the racks right now. Look at them! There's so many golems just focusing on the buildings right now. They can't do anything about it. Silent dying for a second time. He doesn't have the reincarnation. He is gonna drop. In goes the Storm Spirit trying to make it happen, but it's just a horn. What the fuck is going on? There's so many golems. They bring down two. Legion Commander dead without buyback. Storm Spirit did manage to fight through it all, but how are you gonna defend? You got to get rid of this army which is crawling up onto your high ground right now. I think this might be it. What can they do? They're trying to fight it out right now. Lil throws down Crystal Nova, but Vega Squadron with the army of golems, flaming death raining upon the dire base right now. They're trying to defend. They're trying to do anything. There's nothing left. There's nothing left in the tank. Kuman trying to play around right now. They're just trying to get killed in the backline, but it's just fallen. Your ancient witch has fallen. Win and Vega Squadron take the victory. All they need to do is run up onto that high ground and start smashing away at those buildings, and it was an easy strategy. Silent, quite a few misplays in this game.
Dire team's turn to pick. Dire team's turn to ban.
That shows you the materials and everything.
Dark CIS.
They're gonna make it. Jesus Christ. I made a fish.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Let's roll. I might keep eating a little bit through draft. Hello and welcome back to TI9 Close Qualifiers. This is the CIS region where we are going through the group stages in these best of ones. Now we have Flytomoon versus Gambit Esports. These two teams battling it out. Flytomoon, it's safe to say they've been pretty rusty throughout these qualifiers, right, Mo? Absolutely terrible would be another way to put it.
10 seconds remaining.
No, I'm just kidding.
5 seconds remaining.
Logic says there shouldn't be, but, you know, fuck logic. Let's go.
Dire team ban. Radiant team's turn to ban. Radiant team's turn to Dire team's turn to pick.
Yeah, a lot going on. Ooh! It is. It's going to be IO.
10 seconds left. Decided? 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Dusk.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Gyrocopter.
No! What? Still, it could be, yeah. You can hit everyone. Yeah.
Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah, also sounds like an option. Alright, let's see what
5
comes
seconds
now.
remaining.
See this drop? Well, it's okay against Dro. Like it's like single target burst damage. A way of getting on. Darkseer in the Tusk.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
5 now.
Ember Spirit.
And there it is, position 5 Ember. I mean, they've got
Easy.
2 cores now that. They might even look. Are we going to get the 5 melee?
10 seconds remaining.
One can only.
5 seconds remaining.
Imagine they.
No, he's just chilling. He's just chilling. And in the back line to the back of the room, just like hiding.
Great against Silencer. Disruptor's pretty. Wyvern's pretty. Split push or just picture here. Bug at the moment off screen where the die heroes are moving at the bottom.
Yeah, it's usually when you go into the options, isn't it? Doing. Yeah, that one can use big. You bored of Ember yet, by the way?
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Dire
really fun
team's
hero
turn to ban.
So there were some heroes like Dra where it was really boring to watch. So that was really
Yeah.
is a little bit better to. Oh, what do we?
A lot of teams just picking up straight off as a flex pick and such.
10 seconds remaining.
Nerf the act.
5 seconds remaining.
So, quite a lot of reserve time used actually by both teams, to be honest. Flytomoon down to 18 second, Gambit down to 1 minute.
Ban and a pick. Still think they're gonna.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like an FNG hero, I won't lie. Cool. You want a round of applause?
Dire team's turn to pick.
I'm gonna go with Jakiro or Y.
10 seconds
Jakiro or
remaining.
Wyvern? Yeah, both seem pretty good.
5 seconds
Very nice
remaining.
versatile. Witch Doctor is a possibility as well.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
It's the Jakiro. Well done. All right, Flytomoon. Let's tie it up with an easy prediction for Flytomoon. What do they? Well, that could be hard because we don't know where the IO is going. I'm just going to assume the IO is mid, Silencer 5, Spirit Breaker 4, and they're going to get an offlaner who is going to be Doom.
Tide.
10
Tide
seconds
or
remaining.
Doom, I think. Two Brewmasters. Okay.
5 seconds remaining.
I love playing Brew and 2 Darks here, though. He's, Doom and Brew, very good versus Darks here. Brew can just purge off all these Crimson Guards or Pipes, whatever the Darks he wants to throw down. Yeah.
Surges.
Enchantress.
Oh, there it
is
is.
Hero.
That tanky
Yeah,
offlane
there's
strength
that.
hero.
Demon from Hell Enchantress. Okay.
Iceberg playing Silencer. So excited.
Oh, I mean, I'm disappointed. I want to see Iceberg IO. I haven't seen a competitive mid IO yet, but there we go. Always want to fly IO. No, most people would have expected it. I'm going to sleep now.
I mean, this Ent should have
Player
a really good time at the
disconnected.
start. The Dispel's really good. You talked about it being good at Brewmaster.
Yeah.
Takes off Flame Guard, takes off any of the dark.
Take off Iron Shell. Nice.
That's a good question. Blightstone.
You do you. No one's judging here. Alrighty, let's get into these lanes though. So Silencer versus Ember Spirit at mid feels like it should be a bit of a run over for the Silencer, right? like saying 14 and 6. Same as my first shaker, actually. Not anymore, actually. Chikiro. That's a lot of games of Dota this guy's played. Goodness me, FNG.
Well, only on that account.
Yeah.
Prepare
don't
for
know.
battle.
How do you check? I'm sure that's what everyone wants to see. I've had 4,924 matches.
So much work.
Couple of sound issues coming out, but that gives us some time to have a look at some of these lanes going on. So there's going to be the Hack and FNG for Gambit up in the top lane, on the Sven and on the Jakiro, laning up versus Flo on the Enchantress, and a Spirit Breaker will be periodically visiting the lane. I feel like this is kind of okay for Enchantress, you know. It's not going to be pleasant. She's probably not going to get a whole lot from it, but she can live, and she can go and take some creeps and just harass a little bit and find kill potential when the Spirit Breaker comes. I think that's going to be the aim of the game.
Really important that they really try and go all out on the end. If you allow her to get to like this level 3 or so mark, I think you're going to zone her off.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing how the Spirit Breaker plays, though. And of course, Iceberg in the mid lane. I'm yet to see a mid silencer really work out well, like win a game. So
OG.
we have, but it's we've seen it twice and it's lost both times. Or I've seen it twice and it's lost both times. Well, the Dark Seer is back, so we should be underway pretty shortly.
I love Tusk's starting build. Really roam heavy pot game. Birmingham. Great Earth Spirit. Single-handedly won.
Yeah.
He's playing against.
But at the same time, earlier on, he played Nyx Assassin in the group stages, and he had probably the worst performance of the entire tournament out of anybody there. It was awful. So, Immersion, definitely a back and forth player. Always want to fly, disguising himself as behind a picture of his own eye.
I remember you coming to the event and we was immersion guy. Obviously we knew who was already.
Bit of charge coming forward. They want to go for this one. They've got the rocket barrage as well, piling in the damage onto the Darkseer. They're trying to combo it up with the Immersion there, but it's just not enough to take up the damage. The damage has already been done. Immersion was not able to share enough of that rocket barrage, and that's going to be a kill onto the Darkseer. Nice first blood from Flytomoon.
Tusk didn't really want to take shards to block. Worth it, but
He didn't really do anything there, did he? He could have snowballed in and secured a bit more of the damage from the, or could have saved him from the damage from the rocket barrage, but
I don't think the snowball would have saved him, but the shards might have. But you really want tag.
Yeah. Being able to trade is very important.
Saved.
Yep, pure damage. That's not going to pop the flame guard, so at least that's kind of a good thing for Afo, I have to say. But obviously, it doesn't stop a lot of the damage coming through, which is really causing him some issues right now. And look how much of his mana pool he's used up. Absolutely none. He can just spam this out all day.
Really well played by Always Wanna Fight. He started walking over because he knew that they're going to try and cut the wave. Always Wanna Fight is there, ready to lay in the hurt. Dark's here. Always want to fly. Trouble here.
Oh, he's getting so low. Immersion, though, also falling down, but Always Want to Fly is going to be the casualty here. Immersion able to survive this time around and get salved up by the Darkseer as well.
Really well played, back. They could have been up. Now they both get level 2. The Wisp can't really go. Well, he's not really.
Yeah, literally, Always Want to Fly is just eating trees right now. He's just clearing the trees around by the tower, and that's about it. That's his entire contribution to the lane now that he's died. Very sad. Puts him in a really bad situation.
Iceberg might get a little bit of trouble. Tusk is looming. tag team if slight fist.
Yeah, that's gonna be a ton of damage.
Oh, there's a regen.
Ooh, I thought it was gonna be a healthy boy. It's gonna result in a kill very easily.
Regeneration.
Let's see
Like he's doing
what he
very
can
well
do.
mid.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah, he's kicking ass.
Destroying.
8-0 to 11 and 8. They need to make this happen. That's why he's being so patient, because they can't afford for this kill not to work. Especially now, you know, the longer you spend at mid, the more time it's taking to actually sell it. Like, you know, being away from lane, the worse the other lanes are going. Admittedly, it's not quite the same with the Darkseer. He does give you that roam potential. They're actually going for the kill, though. Emergent making his way over. The Spirit Breaker comes crashing in down to the bottom lane. The Bash comes in. Darkseer surging himself away at about 2 miles an hour. Won't make it anywhere, and he's going to die.
Blow doing it. Mid's been a bit of domination. Blow seems to be amazing. Okay.
Radiant structures are fortified.
One mango. Blow should just... There's a charge coming in.
Heal us.
Trying to fight it up right now. Yeah, making it. Oh, Stormhammer catches them out. And FNG might actually survive this one. They need a couple of right clicks, but with the Warcry coming in, they're going to make sure that Flo doesn't get the kill onto FNG. So, the Hack, nice job there saving his teammate. Well, good question. One I don't know the answer to, unfortunately, so we'll leave it at that.
He got pre-waved. It's okay, but... Farmer could have done the neutrals at the start.
Who farms faster, by the way? Sven or Gyrocopter with IO?
I would assume Sven. Afterlife just...
Oh, okay.
My
didn't
mind
realise that.
grows stronger with every kill.
Charge. IO. Become one. The hordes.
Yeah, I mean, if Sven gets a Midas, Sven... See what he gets. Gyro has the Wisp. Creep wave bot. Thought he was ahead on CS at the moment.
Delicious. That's be the time because Gyrocopter can stay well away from this. Oh, misses one. Oh, miss. No, he got that one. Oh, gets it, gets it. Nice. Some high octane last hitting right now. You get them all, dude. He's getting. Oh, he missed one. He missed two, missed three, misses three. Arc, what a.
Last hitting under tower as Gyrocopter is actually one of the worst things that suck ass so much.
Yeah, he's level 5. Hack does get charged at, but there's no real kill threat here, so let's just come up here, hang around, give Flo a bit of space. Throw in the Satyr up in the top lane as well, send out a couple of these shockwaves as well. Let's make the Hack feel the presence.
Regen, I think. Constantly chanting. It only costs 40 mana.
2, 1. Oh, a charger! Oh, okay, okay. She fires out the shockwave instead. That's fair.
Top.
They want to go for this Gyrocopter right now. Emerging around the backlines here, but they've got the charge forward. He's got the snowball, though, going to save himself from being stunned up. But into the rocket barrage, it's a lot of damage for Emerging right now. Can they split the pack? The surge comes out. FNG's just waiting. He wants to see how far they can bait them in right now. Fortunately, it's not very far. As that sounded like a salve, but Tusk isn't gaining any health. Oh, it was always one to fly who's salve. Okay.
I do like the FNG because he can't really do anything to this Ench anymore. So you might as well just let the Hack get what can up in the top lane and pressure the job.
But I feel like when this Enchantress hits level 6, you're going to need him to come back up here, though. Yeah, Afo's in some real trouble right now. This double damage is not doing much for him. He does throw out the chains. The right click's coming through, but Iceberg can't close the distance. Alpha will get himself away, but takes some heavy damage. And Iceberg just in control of this lane. 43 to 32 denies.
32
What
denies.
the?
So many.
Level 5 on the Ember Spirit. Level 7.25 on the Silencer.
He's owning.
Yeah.
2 levels ahead.
Iceberg's destroying this one. If there's anybody who can solo carry a game, it's our boy Iceberg. We know he can. He's the fighter.
But we talked about this before, but when Iceberg gets ahead in games, he always finds... If Iceberg's playing from behind, he never makes those mistakes.
Yeah, that's true. Iceberg tiny is a dream. Never wins a lane, always destroys everything. Slayer's on top of FNG right now, though. He does get a nice dual breath onto 2 of them with Bash coming through, and inside the cooldown, it's not going to be any survival possibility from FNG there as he's brought down. Twin-headed dragon going to be having a death.
I mean, this Ember is not having... this is going to be a big worry for them.
And just ulting up farm faster.
For a Gambit fan,
Let's do
you
it.
probably don't want to be...
Yeah. Flytomoon in a good position right now. Can't lie. Can't lie.
I wonder at what point this game...
Yeah, I mean, usually we see the Atos, but he's going for the Force stuff instead, choosing mobility. I say usually, like we've had loads of science in mid games.
Atos tends to be if you go like no into more.
Yeah, yeah, definitely limits your kill potential though. Sansa, but you got the Spirit Breaker. Still though, I don't know. I feel like you want a little bit more lockdown to get this get Iceberg's damage off. Maybe you'll go for it next. Yeah, Merchant getting bullied. Yeah, now no one is allowed in this lane anymore. Goodbye.
All 3 of your cores are melee.
Yeah. Well, I think Flytomoon are in a very good spot in this, not just in the laning phase, but generally like how this draft is panning out as well. It's looking pretty strong. Gambit, they're gonna have to be playing a technical game to come out ahead here.
Gyro and Silencer are both getting absolutely... Game's going more than well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Career almost died there.
A tool to teach.
But it lived. Smoke immediately broken by Slayer here. They need to get him, but he uses that bulldozer, trying to bring him down. He's going to go and get the charge away. Do they have the Ice Path? If they do, the snowball forwards as well. Sven coming in from behind, actually looking for the Enchantress, but this isn't a hero he can reasonably kill. They go in deep, though. Global Science being used, but they're on top of Iceberg right now. Sansa could be in some real trouble. Gambit hammering into him right now, and Iceberg will drop. As in true Iceberg fashion, he gets way too far ahead and has to die.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Okay, good. Listen to me.
Gyro's going to the Axe first as well. Mail should have been.
Going Ag. He's got an IO in the game.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Give it any more. They took it away.
They took it away. My bad. When did they do that? Oh, was it?
Radiant have fortified
I'm so behind, man.
To be fair, you have been busy.
Dire's bottom
That's true. I've been a busy boy. Well, guess you get your own eggs now.
Armor talent at level 20, 15 armor. Sounds really good, but it's at the same level as GP.
Yeah, 150 GPM, yeah. Still out, taking very often. Another charge coming in onto the Darks here now, and he's barely surviving at all. He's gone. Vaporized with the face of the earth.
What do you think about relics?
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Relics?
So, like, you know the Dota Plus.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, it's a nice way to track your progress. They've always had those gems in the game for a very long time, and now we've got relics to replace them, so...
I mean, I'm a massive...
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
I never look at them, though. Like, I never pay them any attention, so... So every now and again, I'll see someone who has, like, some crazy stat, and I'll be like, oh, that... Yeah, I really don't pay them much attention.
Damage on win.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that...
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last.
I mean, there's the
much.
cool ones like max range pouncers from Slark, which is a really weird one. There's some really weird ones. Oh, Silencer, he's getting run down, punched up into the air, but still, Iceberg into the river. He's going to be okay for the time being with the Global Silence. They just turn this one around onto Immersion. Global Silence, Global Teleport, and that is going to be an easy turnaround. Flytomoon punish.
Afo just did the most zigzag triple Ronin I've ever seen.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No, I'm going this way.
Dire's top tower is gone.
They are
Just a
slowly
cold
falling
fog
further and
left
further behind. I appreciate what the Dire tried to do there. They're so far behind, they just... guard on the iron. Fortunately, the person was Iceberg, who had a haste.
Yeah.
Really difficult.
That's the thing, like, they want to try and make plays around Sven because he's
Radiant's
basically their
bottom
only
tower
strong
is
hero.
under attack.
But he's got a Midas, and he doesn't have any item complementing this right now, so he's going for that Echo Saber to try and help himself come online a little bit sooner. Meanwhile, Afo just blocking up always on a fly. Actually used the tether, but it gets cancelled out because he used it whilst inside of a root. And that is going to end up him dying. I didn't realize that was a thing.
And then it got cancelled.
It looked like he used it from inside the Searing Chains, but I don't know, it was pretty glitchy looking.
He accidentally double
Hard
tapped.
to tell.
But they did, I think, the most recent patch where they had a quarter of a second.
0. Yeah. Was that to tether? Or was to rupture? Or was that a while ago?
That was, they did it to swap as well, I think.
Yeah, swap as well, yeah. A ton of different ones, I think. Gyro, Aghanim is finished up, so that gives him the side gunner.
I mean, he's going to be farming, so imagine he will build this map.
Oh, FNG just unloading onto Arca. Always want to fly here with the roll forwards as well, but they're trying to turn it around. They've got the cooldown, but always want to fly is dead. The return kill might come into Tusk. Yes, it certainly will. In comes to Hack from the sideline. Use that gold strength, but he doesn't have enough damage. And now the charge. Oh, letting through three heroes. Where's the follow-up damage? It is coming into Hack, getting so low, but they can't finish the job. He surged away to safety. FNG in the trees should get finished up, and with the Atos onto Immersion, they'll make sure they get that kill. Now the side gunner will find FNG as well. It's a double kill for Arc. Flytomoon punishing in the middle lane very, very hard. That was beautiful. A great charge. Where did he find that positioning from? Where did he even come from? Slayer just ripping through.
That was the best Gyro Axe reveal
Dire's
I've ever
middle
seen in my
tower
life.
is under
Unbelievable.
attack.
Like, it did so much
Dire's
damage
middle
with
tower just went down.
Yeah, just
like-
running him down.
They took like half the health, like all the heroes. So like, all of a sudden, he has a javelin and another 150 gold on the drive. But
Yeah.
if you look at net worths now, they're pretty scary for it.
You know, they really need to add a model addition to this Aghanims. I hate the way they call it a side gunner, and yet don't add any like graphical implication that there's like someone, you know, just like a little turret or something which shoots out the top or something. I think it's really dumb that it's like, oh, it adds a side gunner. Oh, where is it? I don't know. Is that Russell you're doing still? Tickle your pickle? Oh, they're jumping down onto the docks here right now, and that is going to be a very, very quick kill. They relocate down to the bottom lane, and Ark can always want to fly. Just constantly want to be here for every single engagement.
I mean, the problem is your two tempo heroes, Gambit, have both had really rough starts to the game. The Darkster and the so like, even though Darkster was cutting waves and doing okay, he just got ganked after every time. So like, he couldn't continue doing what he wanted.
We're okay. We're okay. Nothing happening across the match right now. Iceberg tried to Atos the Ember Spirit. Didn't quite work. middle lane, you okay here, buddy? Foes jump on, and the charge is coming in with the global silence as well. It's going to buy him enough time to try and get himself out of this one. They're chasing, but they're not going to find him. Iceberg down to the low ground, should get out of this one. Okay, finds an invis rune as well. However, they're searching. They want to grab him right now, but always want to fly. It's met up with him. He's just turning around. What up, Halfo? You wanted to find me? No, no, no. I found you, sir. The right click's coming through. They're going to need one more. The ice pearls, they're going to find him. They're not. Wisp misses. Meanwhile, Emerging gets picked up, so Flytomoon will find something. And Emissary makes it back to base.
Iceberg needs like BKB and then maybe +1, and I don't know how they deal with him then. He needs like BKB and an armor iron. Actually, he's just gonna right click them to death. So much damage, and it's the power of the Ench, by the way. It's only 3 points in touch. Down.
I can take Roche, lol.
It's so ridiculous. Flo's stuck, he's like, oh.
Their team just ditching him immediately, just like, no, run! He's not worth saving. Guys, I'm fine. Leave him behind. He's gone already. That's path used on Roshan. Oh, wall used on Roshan. Guys, come on. You just saw him walking out of the pit. Maybe they didn't have the vision. Maybe they didn't know. Well, they didn't have the vision, guys. They did not have the vision. Roche just snuck past them, you know. He might look like a big boy, but he's got the same unit size as everybody else.
Maelstrom coming out on the... Really scary. I thought he did damage before. I thought he did lots of spread damage before with the Black Cannon. This is... crazy. He's so far.
Yeah, I've seen him farm there. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Go back and build a Yules instead.
Jeez. Oh no, well, it does manage to dodge a lot with the Sleight of Fist now to get him to safety. So a big commitment in the bottom lane does not result in the kill. And they're actually moving their way up top. A lot of TPs coming in. Can they make something happen here? Afo's leading the charge. He's all by himself right now. Doesn't have the chains. Doesn't have the Sleight of Fist. He's going down pretty quickly as well. Afo's in some trouble. He doesn't have a remnant out either. What is he doing? He's just gonna die. Afterlife on the front lines as well. Darkseid dropping Carlo. Gonna throw down a surge onto the Sven. Trying to fight it up right now. The bunch but they're keeping him alive. Always want to fight. Can't keep the Gyrocopter alive though. Despite the global silence, he is still gonna fall. But Iceberg and Flo coming round. Look at the orbs. Look at the orbs. Oh, to hack. He's just gonna fall. Now they look towards the Tusk as well. Tusk, he's on the run. He's going down. He's into the side shot. Can he get himself away? Immersion on the run. He's got a snowball. Gonna have to use it defensively here. But unfortunately, defensively means charging straight into the enemy team. And now he's gonna get picked off. Iceberg claims that kill for himself. 4 dead on the side of Gambit. Flytomoon in a very good position. They just keep on widening this gap. They get their fingers in and they keep on wedging it bigger and bigger and bigger. 9k goal advantage, and they are just in full control of every single fight we've seen so far.
I love how Afo went in at the start of the fight. I was like, yeah, a Gyro.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Gyro's strong.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. I don't have Sleight of Fist, so I can't catch them.
If he'd have dodged the rocket with Sleight of Fist, he might have managed.
Yeah, he didn't have a remnant down for some reason. I don't know. I think Alpha's a little bit tilted, I want to say. Am I allowed to call him out like that? Like, how do you just run at them with no remnant down? I don't get it.
Those cracks in dire
Or maybe it's just like, it's more like a symbolism thing for teams. They see him running in without remnant, they're gonna be ready to commit as much to him.
Yeah, he might have
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower could use
Or maybe
some
he just
help.
screams at them, I don't have a remnant down, I can't go back from this. Full commitment. Go, you pussies.
Oh, Gyro's actually building Satanic next. That is scary.
Wow.
Satanic prop side gunner as well. So if you ever get it off, the heal that
No, neat. Yeah, so even if you're locked down, you still get like a little burst of heal every now and then.
relocating off.
Oh yeah, they actually just about would dodge an engagement from that as well, but Slayer, yeah, on top of them right now. The hack running himself all the way. The rocket giving them the vision for the Enchantress. Right clicks, it should close the gap, but they're a little bit nervous to full commit. The roll across, is it going to catch him? Well, it does eventually, but it's not before he makes contact with the hack. The hack still on the run. It's a lot of damage, but it's not quite enough. Always want to fight coming into this fight as well. He's got himself a mech, whenever he wants to use it. We'll throw it out kind of early. Immersion on the runaway here. Gambit trying to just scatter as best they can. Flytomoon, they are the cats. And Gambit are well and true to the mice right now, unable to really do anything except nibble at the heels of the Flytomoon players.
I think there's something very Benny Hill about watching the Spirit Breaker charge somebody and the Tusk snowball up. after the charging spirit break.
Yeah, and then they all meet each other in a big old pile. He's got one this time. Oh, the global science a little bit too late there from Iceberg.
We would have got him as well because he would have had to pop one, would have sealed, but then wouldn't have had mana afterwards. They would have killed him off if he just a little bit quicker.
130-second cooldown dropped for absolutely nothing. So can Gambit do anything? I think they just want to use the space to farm, right? They're still trying to come online. There's nothing they can really do until they have some more items.
They're doing okay considering they flatlined the net worth, which when you're that far behind early on is a big achievement. Gradient. Worthcraft should have been spiraling out of control. Farm for himself. A little bit out of the map. Well, he took the Jeep.
Roche's never even been taken either. It's kind of surprising thing about this game is that Flytomoon have taken so many fights yet never been able to turn it into a big objective.
They don't do a great amount.
No, that's why there's still 3 tier 2 teams up on the map. Good. Hi Slayer, how's it going, dude? Slide into this fight like a bullet train, but in comes the Ice Path to interrupt it as well. Merchant's still on the run. They're still going to commit though with his ultimate because there's a relocate coming in from behind. Snowball going to be used. Always want to fly. They're going to get a TP out on FSG. Will be successful. The Snowball completes and a Merchant is dead. Flytomoon. I mean, it was only a tusk, and it was a relocate used. Ooh, Roshan, hello, sir. Looking very handsome there in your pit, all alone. What's a handsome scaled beast? Yeah, and they dropped the wall anyway. Yeah, the zoning wall. That was it. It was all about the wall. Breaking enemy, running around all the place. They want to go for this, but I think they're just a little bit too late. They're going! Oh, they get the Ice Path! Can they get it and steal the agents? So the stun coming out onto a 3! Oh my god! Flytomoon absolutely disappearing! Gambit chasing some more Iceberg on from the high ground right now. They bring down the Io, now looking for Iceberg as well. He's got the BKB, he's got the Shrine, but is it going to be enough? The rest of the team coming in. How does he carry? Can face tank all of this because he's got an Aegis, and he's going to get another kill as well. What a turnaround! Gambit just tear them apart. Vacuum into the Ice Bath. That was phenomenal. And now they can look towards this middle lane.
You know what the best bit about that play is? It's not that it was perfect, but the fact it was at exactly the right time. Well,
yeah. Just as Roche falls.
Yeah, and they get the agent as well on the Ember, which is still there.
And they even let the enemy team kill Roshan for them. Oh. Wow. All right. This game suddenly got a whole lot more competitive. An Aegis in the hands of the Ember Spirit. A huge gold swing of 6k back in their favor. Gambit, they're back in it, baby, and they've got the Sven on their side. They've got this Midas. They've got the Ember Spirit, who's now looking like he can actually afford some items. Look at this guy. Where does his money go? He's just swaging up. What do I want? I can buy anything I want. I'm going to grab myself a Maelstrom. Mum, look, I've got a Maelstrom.
I mean, he's been doing a really good job of pushing the limits on his... Because they were so far behind.
It's on our phone. The Aegis carry. He's got to use. He's just going to use it. Oh, the Japan girls, they go in the bottom lane. There's right room coming out. The stun as well. They're trying to get always want to fight, get some mech off, but still goes down. Now the Gyro is all alone. Flow's coming over though, trying to help out. They're going to throw down the wall to try and finish off the Gyro, but now they realize they need to be a little bit careful here. Dahag taking so much damage. Flow is pretty scary, but they're going to surge him up. They realize that they can't be lackadaisical about this one right now, as in comes the Snowball. Dahag's still on the run. That Surge doing so much work to get the Sven out of danger, and he will survive this engagement. Gambit get a nice pick up onto the Io, and it doesn't cost them anything in the end.
But I think what you're starting to see is that Flytomoon's lane go really well, right? They're really good lane. To the point now where they have like really bad team. Of course, a Silencer, Gyro, and they all use the same. They have no way of holding them down.
Arthur, they're fighting a little bit here. Not the charge coming out onto Arthur, by the way. Oh, a couple of right clicks following him. He's all right though.
Gyro's being really greedy and not building a BKB.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Team, that's a really in these like 5-on-5.
It's the satanic trap, isn't it? Like so many games, you're like, You know what? Stage resistance sounds really cool. I'm just gonna get stage resistance this game. I don't care, especially when they've got BKB penetrating stuff, you know, like I guess the wall punch and such, then it just makes like the BKB feel so poop and the Satanic feels so good. But it doesn't matter how many times you try it, it always feels like you need a BKB.
I think his thought is that basically
Yeah.
you're playing against an Ember who's like the jumps around the fight just
You gotta be careful. There's a lot of heroes in. I need to be careful with Flytomoon. They'll just give away the creep. No biggie. Berg just started pushing top. Silencer doing what a Silencer do.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they realize they need to make something happen, so they smoke up in the bottom lane.
Dire's top tower.
Flytomoon, they could be in some danger here as they go in. They're going onto the Gyrocopter. The Global Silence is being used immediately. They're trying to buy some time here, but it's purged off by the Darkseer. And he's got the Greaves, so they'll be able to get kills. They always want to find out. They're looking towards the Gyrocopter as well. Both heroes gonna drop. No response from Flytomoon. Once again, Gambit finding the victories. How long is this gonna go on for before Flytomoon find their confidence again and are able to fight back into this?
I'm having a flashback. I played Gyro yesterday, right? And this is exactly what I did as well. I did really well at the start of the game. There was like 20 to 30 minutes. I think he's watched my...
Must be it.
But yeah, they're just going to where the, you know, throw stuns, win game kind of. There's Ice Path, there's Vacuum, spend stuns. Bad control. Sven has a BKB all the damage.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
And he's gonna add himself as well. He's got the recipe coming out towards him. Full Daedalus on the Sven. This ain't something to mess around with, kids.
Love to see the Gyro's network. To see what his like, how badly his.
Yeah. Also worth mentioning as well, the Sven didn't go for Blink, which I absolutely love this game because, you know, you have a Dusk, he's got Snowball, he's got Ice Shards, you've got an Ember Spirit, he's got Sleight of Fist, he's got Searing Chains. Like, there's so much mobility, so much catch, and so much teamfight control on the side of Gambit that you don't need this Blink Dagger on the Sven. Like, it's usually a very good item on the Sven, but sometimes you can just chill. You can just accept that, you know, you're going to be able to close the gap, and if you can save yourself that 2,300 gold, whatever it is, it's absolutely key. And now Snowball's coming down to the Gyrocopter. It doesn't look like a full engagement here, but actually the Io's struggling to help out here. The vacuum comes down, the stun is out, and Arc is dead. Once again, no response from Flytomoon. They let this duo fall for about the third time in a row here. Gambit are just hunting them down time and time again. They this time had the Global Silence as well, but they just didn't want to go for anything. He was actually dealing with the Ember Spirit up at top, so couldn't really make anything happen himself. A very awkward situation. This Kobold Foreman leads the charge up onto the high ground here in the top lane as well.
Okay, so let's do some math.
I guess Radiant fortified their structure.
12 minutes.
Just a bit of harass, just a bit of harass, just a bit of harass. There's a Snowball gonna say, oh my god, what the hell just happened? They're having beef tonight as Slayer gets his lollipop licked by Gambit there, and we'll have to buy back into this one as Sven TPs himself out. They're gonna be happy with that.
I think Iceberg tried to force him up the cliff as he punched. It looked like
Refuse gold
Yeah.
given.
Haste.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab himself some cheeky few. He's got a Yules. Tanks it to the face. What an alpha male.
Iceberg used his ult this game.
Yeah, he's used it a bunch of times.
Has it done anything?
I mean, you gotta remember, they were winning the game up until about 7 minutes ago.
Yeah, but
And-
like, what I'm saying is, do we feel like the global fights?
Earlier, yes, but now the Darkseer has got those Greaves. It just makes it entirely different because Darkseer is now the big controller.
Yules on the Ember. There's
The fat
Greaves on
controller.
Darkseer. All
Yeah.
of a sudden, this core silencer, he's really well in the lane. No. So underwhelming.
It's like when your kid takes his first steps, right? You're like, wow, look how well he's doing at the start, and then it falls on its face. You're like, whoops, shouldn't have been that excited. I'm not a father. You should probably. I encourage all parents to push their kids as much as possible because. Well, no, I mean we're living in a generation where everybody kind of believes that life is very easy. We get away with anything. Everybody's set to succeed, and then you hit adulthood, and you're like, oh, I don't get everything given to me on a silver plate, and yeah, so push your kids over once in a while. Don't feed them, you know. Lock them in a cage. All valuable life lessons.
Oh, iceberg.
Yeah, he's in a really bad position right now. Does pop the BKB. Nice reactions as he gets up to the high ground, but still there to be go. Oh, hello guys. How's it going?
That was the 9-second BKB there.
Yep, and a relocation. Gambit might look to re-engage here. They certainly will. Going forward onto the gyrocopter, but he is about to be... Oh, the yours. No, okay, still takes them both away. So yeah. He relocates. It's a spell which teleports you across the map now. Don't know if you knew. You've gone really quiet, which is probably for the best. Oh, Snowball forwards onto Iceberg right now. He has got the Hex and turns around and uses it onto the Tusk. Tusk can find himself in the world of trouble as the Global Science is used. They bring him down and I look towards the Sven as well. For the Sven, isolated. He could be thrown down. Oh my god, the damage from these two. If you let them get it off, then they will tear you apart. They seem to have just realized how strong they actually are. Flytomoon running forwards and looking for more. Alpha trying to get himself out of this one, but he's out of options. He's out of mana. He's out of remnants. He's got a Sleight of Fist, but after that he will surely die. Flytomoon find themselves 3 kills, 3 big kills, but more importantly a big turnaround here. And Slayer, he's looking for more. I'm not sure if he can find more though.
The bash?
No way he gets this.
My mic's still low.
No, you're back.
Okay, I was going to say, Sven seems to have forgotten to use his BKB. To be the big one.
Yeah. Is there like another?
Someone better help Dire's
okay.
middle tower.
Are you sure it wasn't still on cooldown from the first little engagement?
Middle tower
I don't think he used it. Use it when he went on the silencer before.
On the silencer or on the gyro and wisp? Surely it must. There's no way he just didn't use BKB. There's no way. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt here.
Check just after the fire.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just get close to being up again.
Dire's bottom tower.
Gotta
needs some
assume,
help.
man.
Give him the benefit.
EOD.
Dire's bottom tower
was super
shattered to
Yeah, looking like it's gonna be another long one, boys. Trap yourselves in, grab yourself a glass of water, whip out the loot. No. Oh, let's go for the locket. Holy locket. It's a pretty garbage item, isn't it? It's not though, it's very boring. It's just like, oh, you heal a bit more. Cool. Oh, he gets stunned up by the ice path. No, he's want to fly. He had to refresh the tether because I think he accidentally broke it or something. I don't know, but he got dragged back into it. Maybe it was a vacuum. Meanwhile, yeah, they got him up on the high ground here, but he can jump back down. Global Science is coming out. Iceberg's just plowing into Dahak from the sidelines. They're going to grab that kill. Slayer's still alive somehow. Nope, never mind. Snowball's going to take him out. Immersion will still die. Meanwhile, Alpha takes a glaive to the face. Immersion is dead. Roshan is up, and Ark is already getting to work, but it is a 3 versus 3 right now. But without that spend, I think Gambit are feeling pretty powerless for this. Buyback coming in from the Tusk, trying to chase them out of this pit, and it should be enough to scare them away. FNG and Alpha waiting on the side wings here. Seeing what there is to see is the IO illusion about. Link in, vacuum, hello, Iceberg, punch into the air and brought down very quickly indeed. That is 85 seconds without a silencer. He's got no buyback. This could be Roshan for Gambit now, but they don't have their Sven. 50 seconds until the Sven is back. They can't take Roshan without him. Ember Spirit doesn't do anything. He's got a Lotus Orb and a Maelstrom. His job is entirely utility, and that's his hero. So we're stuck in this weird situation now where no one's going to get it. They're just going to try and push in mid, which has already had the tier 2 taken. Gambit won't get anything for this, which is a little bit bad, but still, they hold, they stop the Roshan being taken, and they continue to elongate this game. You're quiet. He's going for the BKB. So even after building the Satanic, having to buy the BKB anyway is always a bit of a weird situation. You kind of want this state of resistance to be enough, but yeah, 30% stays resist. It ain't that, unfortunately. 40 movement speed is really nice, especially for the IO who's tethered to you.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Dominant performance.
Why hasn't the IO got the... Oh, okay.
Radiant structures
Jesus,
have been
that was a deep dive.
snow-fortified.
With Flo
Radiant's middle
dying
tower
there,
shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Yep, their Sven is back, he's healthy, he's tanky, he's ready to hit some fools.
Ben's top, but yeah, we've got the end one. Which leaves a remnant hit.
All 5 men up to make sure this Roche goes down nice and easily.
Sitting on Dire's top tower.
Oh, they see the gyro.
They're going for him once again. Doesn't have a BKB, only has a Satanic. The Global Silence comes out, but they punch him up into the air. Seeing the keeping him controlled up. Arky can't do anything. There's a Satanic though. Now he turns around, healing himself up, living through this fight. The cooldown coming in as well, but he needs to stay away from Dahag. Can't stay too close. That guy always want to fly, does die. Tries to TP out, tries to go for the charge on the Spirit Record. Doesn't quite happen. Now Dahag riding forward, surged in, but stunned up. Now Flo is going to be the next target. The snowball comes out onto him. A beautiful shot's going to block him up. He can't get back up the cliff. He's in trouble. He has to run in the opposite direction. Gets punched up, held still by the Tusk. They're closing the gap right now, and Arky's going to go down. Gambit, 5 blood. A dive back on the gyrocopter. They're going to look for more now. Iceberg, he's trying to take to the front lines. He actually wants to fight Dahag. Dahag, he just dies. He can't survive this at all. Now they've got the Yules up onto the Hemisphere as well. Hemisphere doesn't have a remnant. He doesn't have a remnant. He's going to die. And now they charge for more. They've got themselves a Chikiro as well. The 17% comes through. The FNG has the Yules up to try to run himself away, but realizing this is probably it for him. The Darkseer coming in, but just goes for the cheeky vacuum, now running himself away as well. Can't be envisioned. Meanwhile, Immersion waiting in the trees. The buyback comes in from FNG. I think that was a mistake as no one else seems to be buyback. Oh, never mind. In comes the Ember Spirit. But look at him go! He's just tearing this Roshan apart! He doesn't live 2 seconds, and there's your Aegis in the hands of the Silencer right now, who is doing so much damage. He didn't even go for the Arcane Curse damage.
He's got Atos, Force, Hex, and another Mystic Staff on the Shivas. He does so much damage.
Smashed him. 30 on in as well. The TP into the Ice Wall. Not the ideal situation, but I mean, I say that FNG is just getting mince-meated by Flo right now, but the gyrocopter, ooh, he's gonna be careful. Yeah. They're running him down. Immersion. The rainbows will find him. They bring him down.
So with us.
Like your life.
What is this game?
It's brutal. It's a fight. Well, we have a 2k advantage for Flytomoon is what's going on. Their orbs are just doing an insane amount of damage, like the Impetus and the Glaives of Wisdom, both pure damage and both just ripping through everybody right now.
Feels like no matter which one of the three you focus on, the other 2 just hit so hard.
Yeah.
They're in a real trouble now of like not having enough damage on their on the gap.
Under attack.
Of like being able to deal with all. Because like the Sven's beat could be 5 seconds, and even if he has, Silencer has 219, about to take level 5 cannon with Glaive Static. That is a scary Silencer.
Much I hate to say it, I want to see a blink on the Sven. You need to close the gap with his Silencer, stop him just being able to sit in these fights and hit whoever he wants.
Jari gets a button.
Oh, level 25 on the Silencer.
What's happening?
20% Glaives of Wisdom damage. Now they do 121.3% of his int pull to damage. And his int pool is currently about 230-ish? Maybe a bit more? No, maybe a bit less. 230. Let's do a quick maths time. 230, what's 121% of 230? About 240, right? Yeah. That's pure damage, by the way.
He's got 222 in. Still a lot, but like with the 32 on top. Yeah, it's
And don't forget that his regular damage, by the way, is sitting at 300. Yeah, basically, silencer hits hard. If you haven't picked up on that so far, that's the general gist of the situation.
Hit equals hard.
Yes. Oofs equals had.
Wisp is getting closer to that level 25 as well, by the way, so I'm wondering whether he goes for this Deso next. To help the rest of his team deal damage, because the Deso, obviously with the flat cannon, is just everybody. It's not for the fact about the Wisp doing damage, it's the fact that you help your gyro and your silencer and...
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty good choice.
Bit of a bitch move, though.
He might even go for the reload. It seems pretty silly to me.
Well, I mean, if you're never planning on doing damage, then it makes sense.
If this gyro gets a butterfly next, Sven's not building an MK, but Slayer mid.
Yeah, they found him in the trees. Good, but they relocated. They will actually want to fight this one. Are coming on the front lines here, popping that BKB really early into this fight, and they're just going to kite him. He doesn't have a target. He's like, what, guys? What are you doing? Tether broke. Oh, the rest of the team are here. That's why.
Used the 4-staff on the Sven instead of the Atos, so it pushed him further away.
Yikes.
Then he used the Atos afterwards, but because he'd been pushed too far away, the Atos didn't reach him.
Oh dear. Okay, well, sometimes, you know, you misclick, sometimes you make mistakes, you know, 43-minute game.
You can see the difference between the Ember of this game and last game in which one had an Ags and which...
Yeah.
Apo isn't anywhere near as scary in these fights as he...
No, he's very slow. He's very, like, hard to be in, you know, he's caught out of position a lot. I think that's the biggest thing, right? Ags just stops you ever being caught out of position.
Checking everywhere. If people didn't know, did you see where he just ice path?
Sure did, fam.
Cut down those trees and had vision of... It's really difficult to deward unless you're dewarding it.
Really, especially in the middle of fights as well, it's never really going to happen, so... Good fighting vision. I think weirdly when you look at the vision side of things these days, it is a very... Ooh, double damage at top. Give that to Sansa. Oh, Iceberg. No, what? What are you doing, guys? Come on. That's a rapport right there.
Come from his, I guess it does come from his base.
I mean...
base damage as well, because he's got so much in.
160 plus 260 to 260, but meanwhile, got a fight going on in the bottom line. Yeah, they're trying to keep the gyrocopter and the IO alive for the time being. The stun comes out. He's not going to make it out of here. Ark now needs to run, but he's all alone. He's got a cheese. He's got a BKB. He's also BKB. They're going to have to try and turn this around. Slayer coming into this one. Ark turning this one around as well. He's got a Satanic. He eats the cheese as well. Still trying to survive through this. The Hag just punching him, but it's not doing anything. He's stayed alive through the whole time, and now Iceberg turns up into this fight. And look at the damage coming out of these two. The double damage charge just ripping through heroes like they're made of butter. FNG tries to run itself away, but the Glaive does find him, and now the Glaive Master himself is getting brought down. Apo will get that kill. 4 heroes dead on the side of Flytomoon. It is just Flow left as he runs his way over to the shrine. Should be okay, I would imagine. I don't think Apo can actually kill him by himself, and Afterlife certainly doesn't want to get involved in this one. So a big fight. Everybody dies.
Look at the silencer and Edge Illusion battling it out next to the Radiant bot.
In charge of throwing in the right click. Sansa trying to fight back, but he's slowed by the impetus. Judge is still trying to fight it up. They both only have 2 seconds left to live. Who's going to take it? And it doesn't look like anybody's going to take it. They both die. What a tragic end to the most tense fight of this entire day, I'd have to say. Jesus.
Such a massive fight. Iceberg, I mean, his BKB is down to 5 seconds as well now. So, like, he has a very small window where he can really get damage off. He managed to kill the Sven. But now that the Ember has a BKB as well, the Darks is really tanky too. Crimson and the Greaves. Not quite as easy to bring down. And
well, imagine if Sansa had gone for the 2 intelligence steal.
Again, then he wouldn't have had...
No, he would add 1.
Well, they might not have won the fights because...
But if he did want the fights, he would have got more intelligence. Then could he farm himself up for another for the same items? So basically, they're the same talent. They don't do anything.
problem that Sven's having at the moment is that he's not just the silencer and the gyro cup to worry about. Spirit Breaker's trying to charge him every fight and then Nether Strike. Like, this Sven's really having trouble ever getting his damage off.
I'm really trying to figure out what this Lincoln sphere is about. Is it something to do with the enchant taking off his Crimson Guard?
I think
doesn't
it's
really
just
seem
for
to
the
matter
charge
too
and the
much.
Nether Strike from Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, you reckon? Okay. 47 minutes in. 3 games we've casted today, and every single one has gone above 50 minutes, and it looks like this one's heading the same way. Starksy with some fancy footwork, just checking that cliff and then forced up himself down so he's not caught in all position. Slayer, although it's not affected by yours apparently. It's the ice pass down on Tim. Oh, into the back line, so the global science coming in as well. Arc and always want to fight, trying to fight this one, but the science use again, the refresher being used as they jump in and kill off the hack. Does have a buyback, everybody else trying to TP their way out of this one. I did not see that refresher orb, and I don't think Gambit saw it either. There was nothing which Gambit can do in that situation with the double science coming out onto them. They just got to sit there and wait.
Can I just say how much for his net worth saying he's owning this Spirit Breaker?
He's bottom net worth.
But the way that it works in Spirit Breaker,
ripping through too. There we go. Quite nice. He's got the Heaven's Halberd as well. A nice vacuum though into the ice bath. Where's the damage though? They don't have their spend. He's just brought back into this one, trying to get his way onto the front lines. Here he comes running over the hill. Always on the fly, already dead, and Arc is going to go down as well into the middle of everybody. Slayer will fall, and that is going to be Gambit now taking the victory. It's just thrown back one way then the other. It's more like a game of tennis than a game of Dota, as one team take a fight, then the other team get it back. Now the ball is well and truly in Gambit's court. Can they serve an ace on Roshan?
Silencer has a CCB up in the 10. They're waiting for seconds.
Being used. Flo caught out of position here. She's a little bit scared, but, you know, be strong, puppy. They really do. They really do. The vacuum comes out a little bit miscoordinated there with the ice walls. They're trying to target, always want to fight. He's got the ghost have to keep himself a little bit longer, but it's not going to happen. And I find into this one. Flo's covering the back line. He's got the BKB. He's got the impetus to go so much damage. That can't go in and get the damage off. Alpha and Immersion are already dead, and all it costs them is the IO. But he does not have buyback, but now Flytomoon. Well, they want to come in and tickle Roshan a little bit here, but they've got a buyback on the Ember Spirit. They're still very much in the mood for fighting Gambit. They are looking for them, and now they go back into the pit. Jesus.
Ember has his buyback ready here as well.
Surely this is Gambit.
Fighters don't have BKBs anymore, so they're not going to go. Shakira will just destroy them.
Oh, no, the Dark Troll, someone's going to steal Roshan. Night.
He almost got some.
Well, he can't pick anything up, so.
No, but destroy something. I'll pick it. The Dark Troll Summoner takes the Aegis.
Yeah, Dark Troll neutrals take the Aegis.
Who will farm us no more?
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Gyro's got the
No. Okay. It's a Divine Rapier.
DD bot as well.
Silencer! Iceberg! He gets the full staff out of this one, still making its way away, but there's a lot of magic damage on it. I think he's dead all the same. BKB, TP, Tusk trying to close the gap, but can't quite do it. He's disarmed. Thank you, Spirit Breaker, my savior. Now he's falling up onto the high ground. Flo gets the TP out as well. The BKB TPs. Oh, Gyro all alone now. His teammates are gone, but no one else is running. Gambit, they're scared. What are they scared of? Get your tails out from between your legs and fight them, but they're backing themselves away. Very, very cautious gameplay coming out from Gambit as they fail to chase up. Oh, okay. Midas on the floor for the courier to pick up. I had 1 second cooldown left on it, man. Come on.
Gotta be efficient.
You not use that? Well, he sold it.
Sven's also building a link one.
Yeah, they're really scared of this charge.
As well. Yeah, back to my point before. Slayer, the way that it works is you can't charge somebody that's BKB'd. You charge somebody behind the BKB target. It doesn't matter if they're magic immune. Bash will still hit them to go through them. So he's doing a really good job of just charging the backline and hitting the Sven on the way through every single time. It's really struggling to charge constantly. And then the Nether Strike follows up on him too.
And that's been when I'm watching these fights, that's the main thing I'm focused on, is to Sven. Like, can Dahat get in and get his damage off? You know, that's the only deciding factor in these fights. It honestly just comes down to this. And the builds, everything in this game has been based around that. Can we get our Sven in? Is Surge enough? Is Blink enough? Well, no, it's not, because they've got so much control. So they've got Hurricane Pikes that Blink is just not going to make a difference. So they've had to really kind of try to prioritize different areas and experiment and see what's working for them. And now these Lincoln Spheres coming out. It's a costly experiment. Is it going to be enough to stop this Spirit Break? Lord them. That's a lot of rockets. But they're all going to send back.
Oh no.
What have you done, Rojo?
Dire's top tower
Really?
is
You
under
relocate
attack.
What the? Oh, they relocate
Dire's
to top.
structures are
Right,
under
gotcha.
They cooldown at level 25, so it's only
Right.
30 seconds.
I genuinely thought you was shit scared of the homing missiles being relocated about. They're trying to fight around this relocation right now, but the global sign's being used. Iceberg, he's throwing down the double and try and fight them up right now, but he's also taking a lot of damage. Sven on the front lines, he's actually going for the support here as he doesn't want to try and fight into the gyrocopter, but he doesn't need that much of a choice. Look at the damage coming in from Flow. The impetus, it's just going to rip through the Sven's first life. Now they look towards Arc as well as they bring down Artho inside the Hex front. Iceberg, he's living through the whole thing. It's looking great for Flytomoon as they bring down another, but that is Arc going down to FNG. And look, ooh, ow. Okay, the max damage from impetus means it's not going to do that much damage to the Sven.
I wish they got rid of the impetus max.
Maybe when you TP, yes. But yeah, when you just run away, definitely not. It's too hilarious.
I want to see like a 3,000 damage.
Samesies. Yeah, I mean, if they did it on TPs, then it'd be stupid, because you just find yourself TPing away from Enchantress. I'm like, oh, the impetus followed me. Well, there's absolutely nothing I can do. Guess I'll buy a Ghost Star and base.
Watching time the last attack.
Yeah. Alrighty, 53 minutes in. 3 out of 3 games going above the 50 minutes for us. It's been a happy time here in the second stream. And so far, we have a pretty stale game, I would say. I mean, not stale as in boring, but stale as in who's in the lead.
The Svens.
Oh shit, they're going at it again! This time the Radiant Sven's got it. This one's not nearly close. He's just chilling now. He's won. He's like, hell
What
yeah.
would you do without me? Like missing. Just don't miss any.
The key fights. Yeah. No, thank you, man. How's this going to keep happening? Where are these illusions coming from? I don't even know at this stage.
The Ench took over one of them, and then another. Then the Sven.
Oh,
the
so
wall
it's like
again.
one. Okay, so they're both from the wall. Sven's from beyond the wall.
It might have been an illusion.
Io, you're right, buddy. Yeah, just really goes down to the bottom lane, into Ender's space. Just flexing on him. It's all about the alpha moves. Assert your dominance over the other team.
Akira has 5k gold, by the way. You go like with your go-to protector. Help against this.
I mean, stopping the
fortified
our
their
attacking sounds really sick.
Not him, just the silencer.
True. At this stage, I really want to see damage to this thing. Oh, they're going for it. Spirit Factory does get the bulldoze up, but doesn't really matter. Dragged into the ice path, but they're actually being really defensive again, Gambit. They know this relocate is always going to be available due to the 25 talent on the IO, so they just need to play so carefully here. If they can't find an immediate initiation, they can't go for these kills.
Also, let's talk about Spirit Breaker's level. I think he'll probably take the 800. I'm really hoping he goes for the 42% bash chance. Sounds amazing. I want to see it. I want to see him,
But
like,
42
man
isn't
fight.
as good as 17, though.
That's true.
That's something we've learned a lot. Like,
You either bash or you don't.
true words have seldom been spoken. Then the Spirit clears out this middle lane. Now finished off the Aghanims, by the way. At long last, he finds some stuff in Agstown. Hope he enjoys his stay.
Radiant's middle tower could use some
Jakira's
help.
still not spending his gold. This dude is just Scrooge McDuck over here. Saving for a mortgage on a house, I think. Yeah, the Spirit getting initiated on heavily, and he is gone. No buyback either, and the refresher will pop by Asante. He's holding onto it this time around. Now the global science comes out, and the Sven is just evaporated. Both of them dead. No buybacks. They look for immersion as well, and he's going to go down. Flo gets a double kill, turning godlike. They have to defend, but I think they might just be able to end this game. Ark already looking towards his middle lane. The buybacks, they're not here.
Sven just bought a moon shot.
Oh my god. Moon. Why?
The game's over.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to
Sven,
last
what
long.
you doing, man? Why you gotta do this?
He needs to push in this time. The peak wave in. I mean, Darkseid and Jakiro need to make some serious. I don't know how they're going to manage.
He's bought a refresher orb. Jakiro has bought a... This is not a drill. FNG, here goes the first one. In they go with the... Where is he? Where's FNG? He's not there. They've got buyback. All right, let's try this again, boys. You got the refresher. Just wait 20 seconds. Might not have a chance. There goes the first one. Okay, refresher is in. Here we go. Ice Pop comes down. The second one goes down, and then here comes the macro power as well. But it's just not enough. It is not enough. They didn't even get the. Where's the second wall? Oh, it's there. It's just not doing anything. All right. All right. Okay. Well,
Watch the game in time.
I think they probably can. Why?
Just to heal up.
Okay. Get back in there, boys. Come on. Finish this one up.
Middle tower.
Sven at the end.
Yeah, there you go. The GG is called. They're not going to try. They realize that it would just be pouring a cup of water onto our house fire. This game is over in a bit of a cloudy fashion. Flytomoon will. I love the ambition from the guys there. You know, just getting those refresher orbs out, trying to see what they can make happen. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough. A little bit of